Hello, we're live. Now, I did two more runs today, a little bit ago. Well, yeah. I was in top 10% when I logged off yesterday. And when I logged on today to do more, I was still in the top 10%. And I'm still in the top 10%, but I should be getting, I think, fairly close to top 10 commanders, or maybe not. That bar moved up a lot since a little. It's it was what you call it, tier 6 when I left, but it was I'm the one who pushed it to tier 6, so it was only just above tier 6, so it gained quite a bit. Still top 10%. I'd be interested to know what it takes to get to top 10. But yeah, as you can see, the rewards doubled. Uh, I get 1.14 mil, and the top 10 commanders get 2 mil at this point. Keeping in mind, we have until like Thursday. What is this? Oh, I must have scanned the actual ship by accident. Let's. second.
Frameshift drive charging.
There we go. What
Are you here?
Yes. How did you contact me? Lynn?
Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm good. Hang on a minute.
Yep.
I had to turn you down in one place because you're blowing me out of the air.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, now I'll go.
You're loud on mine.
Well, what you do is you click on my name on Steam.
Okay. 1 second, let me stop. Okay.
And it should have a volume control. See the little arrow? Let's see, where is it at? Oh,
That's odd. My Steam window is not showing up. I must have closed it out by accident, I guess. 1 second, I'll reopen it. There we go. It's in the
okay.
French,
See,
right?
it should be in
Okay.
voice channel.
Yeah.
And if you see my name, there's a little down arrow.
1 second.
If you click on that down arrow, it has volume.
Okay.
See, that's what I like about this. You don't have to wait for somebody to invite you. You can just jump in.
I clicked your name, you said?
There's a little down arrow behind my name.
Yeah.
You have to look real close.
Oh, the small one. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, and if you click on it, it has a volume control right at the very top in the green bar. At least my side does.
This one doesn't, but that's fine.
There should be somewhere to turn me down.
Watch, launch, store, voice chat, voice channel.
Voice channel, go in there.
Okay, 1 second. No, that's what I'm in.
Okay, well, it should show your name and my name.
Okay. Oh, wait. Double incoming audio? Nope. Yeah, I see both of our names.
Well, there should be a little down arrow right behind the D or the B in my name.
Yes, there is.
And when I click on yours, I can lower the volume down.
That's interesting. I have view profile, accept friend request, ignore friend request, recent.
Yeah, you haven't even friended me yet.
Oh yeah. Right. I need to do that, I guess.
Oh no, not really. I don't guess, but just makes it harder if we want to, if we were playing along.
Yeah.
You must have been playing sometime today.
Just 2 runs.
I was going to say, when you left last night, you only had like 28,000.
Yeah, but I was in the middle of handing in one run. I got to 29,000 when I logged off last night after
That's cool.
handing it in. And
I'm
now
2
I'm
runs
at,
from 2 billion.
oh, nice. Wait, what do we need to get to top 10?
Hang on. 106,000.
Oh, okay.
But that'll just barely put you in the top.
Mm.
I was not going to chase it. I wasn't. I swore I wasn't going to chase it.
Yeah, I know.
But when that son of a gun ticked over 2 billion, and I was only 2 loads away from it, I was like, bah.
I'm the one who pushed it over there.
I'm sure there was a lot more than just you.
Yeah,
You have to be in the top 10 before you can push it.
No, I mean pushed the total up there.
I'm sure that others have been working at it all day long.
Yeah, when I logged out,
It may have been close to 6, and
yeah.
you may have been one of the contributing factors.
I logged
When
out
you
for an
consider,
hour, and look how high above tier 6 it is already. Most of that I didn't do. I pushed it above
with 4,
6.
you could put 4 runs in. You could put 4 runs in, and you're not going to move that level. I know. I watched it. It takes more than one person to push it. It takes like 100 person pushing it. Now, you may be the contributing factor that helped it go over, but you wasn't the main dog. Guaranteed. Somebody else was turning in at the same time you was. And since there's over 4,000 playing, yeah.
Oh, there's 4,000 now?
Mm-hmm. And there'll be double that tomorrow when people see that it's 2 billion.
That's insane. Hello, fleet carrier.
Just remember, yeah, you may have the fleet carrier money.
I'll have way more than enough for the fleet carrier, so I'll have enough to get it fully.
You'll have 5 billion.
No, I'll have more. I have just under 4 bill right now.
Yeah, and 2 billion will give you a little over 5 billion. It takes more than that to run that fleet carrier. That's just to buy it, not to outfit it.
Yeah, 5 bill to buy it, but
another build outfitted, I believe. And then you have to get tritium, or you ain't going no place. Yeah. Then you have to get maintenance, which would be about 27 million a week.
Yep. Well, considering I can get 500 mil in 3 days just from exploring, that shouldn't be too big of an issue.
How much?
500 mil in like 3 days. And that's only 2 hours a day too. That's not like really busting my butt.
Okay, whatever you say. I know when Trace and I came back at 2 hours a day, took us 9 days to come up with 500 million. And we were scanning and probing all worthwhile planets.
Yep.
So.
Ah, damn, it's still night out, I think.
It's pretty dark here.
Yep. It was dark in both my runs earlier, too.
Not no big problem. I did pull down my DBX.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, brought it down. I could land right behind this damn thing, get out and scan these suckers.
Mm-hmm.
And I also knocked off 3 jumps
Uh,
to the.
that's good. Because it was
Yep.
taking you 8 before, right?
No,
Oh, no.
6-2. It was 5-2 Nano Man.
Oh, yeah. Trace had the
And
8. That's right.
but from here to the material trader, I can use Jumponium and make it in 1 jump.
Mm.
1 jump there, 1 jump back, fill up again, and then go to Nano. Yep.
So what? How much were you up to?
Was 78,000.
Oh, okay. Damn. You were doing a lot of runs today.
Nope. I was in the garden today.
And how did you get that high?
I was turning in last night when you all went to bed.
Oh, okay.
Remember, Trace went off a line?
Yeah.
And I still had to empty out the rest of my cargo.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing. Although the last one didn't give me as much as I usually get. But that's fine. It's probably because I'm paying closer attention to exactly when I'm full on both tier 4 and tier 5 and just jumping out.
No, it's probably how you trade around or something. Are you going directly to... Are you going to Nano Man or are you going to the material trader first?
Nano Man.
Oh, okay.
No.
I go to the material trader and trade down and get everything in the column full.
Oh, okay.
And then I go to Nano Man.
Oh, okay.
Ain't no sense in jumping 4 jumps when I can come in with 5,000 or 6,000 more. Because right now, every credit count or every item counts. The only thing I love about it is that people can't bring in a Type 9 or a cutter or something and load up.
Yeah.
I mean, you actually absolutely have to bust your ass or you ain't going to get it.
Yep. Which will cut down how many people
It wouldn't surprise me if this thing, don't go to 4 or 5 billion.
Yeah. I mean, we have basically a full week left.
Yeah. Well, you got, what is it? 4 days.
Yep.
That's all.
That was odd.
What?
Nothing.
I think I got carpal tunnel in my poor index finger.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Clicking the button.
Well, you can just hold it down, but that in itself gets tiring too.
Yeah, after 50 unloads, yeah, my finger. And then I've been out in the garden all day. My hands are still a little stiff and sore. But my garden is all in, so I can concentrate tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day. It'll be the run for the roses. You'll never see another CG be pushed this hard. Which
no,
one, bet?
yeah, I know.
Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if it don't trigger Trace.
You know how much he loves his beauty sleep.
Well, he actually works for a living.
Yep. As if farming isn't work.
Well, yeah, it's work.
Yeah.
But I don't have a freaking boss over my back beating me saying, "You're late!"
That's
if I wake
true.
up, I don't feel like going out there right now. I can wait a few hours.
Yeah. That's true.
I don't punch a time clock.
Yep.
Actually, I've never punched a time clock.
Well, that's what roosters are for. Really?
No.
Wait a second. Never?
Mm-mm.
You worked in, like, construction, though.
Yeah, tell me where the time clock was.
They usually have these, small trailers.
Nah, I've very seldom seen a trailer.
Really?
That's where the bosses and the state inspectors go. You just show up on the job site right there on the bridge site. You get out of your car, you go to work.
Well, I guess being a crane operator, it's easy to tell when you're not there.
Well, no, there's just no place for a time clock. You're either late or you're not. You know.
Yeah.
With my job, nobody knew if I was late or if I was still working or had I not even gone home, because I was usually the first one on the job site and the last one to leave. So it's like if I was 5 minutes or so late here, there, and yonder, ain't nobody gonna holler at me. It's like, yeah, well, I didn't see your ass out here at midnight with me.
Yep.
So what? I'm late. You want to carry this shit by hand? Fine, I'll go back and take me a nap. When you're a crane operator, you get abused and used. Because, like, when I was drilling 16, 18 hours a day, going home, trying to get something to eat, take a shower, go to bed, and get me some sleep before I had to do it again.
Yeah,
There's been some times I just slept on the job.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, screw the damn shower. That takes too much time.
Yep.
I need sleep worse than I need a shower. A lot of these liberal little fucks in this country, if they ever had to get out and bust their ass on building bridges,
that's so true, yeah.
They'd shut their damn whining up.
God. Most of those people never even lift a finger in their life.
Yeah, that's what's sad. They've been give everything on the platter to them, and they expect that for the rest of their freaking life. And it's like, no. I'm not paying for you. Used to have a joke going around on the job site. They'd say, "You working over?" And I said, "Yeah, I got to put some more overtime in for all them unemployment fuckers." Somebody's got to pay their wages. Oh, and around and around and around we go. Where we stop, no one knows. Is Boo Boo on yet?
I don't know. I saw you came on out of nowhere. Let's see.
No.
Nope, not yet.
I don't know how many times I went into the arena.
Oh, by accident?
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't done it yet, but I'm shocked.
Well, I was in a hurry, in,
Yeah.
out, in,
I
out.
jumped
And
into
then it
open
just,
by accident.
oh!
Yeah, I logged
Did you get
out
it
real
right out?
quick. I
Yeah.
got out.
And
got,
open, they'll blow your ship up.
yeah, I got out in one piece. I realized what I did right away. I'm like, whoops.
Yeah, not going to, no. Can you imagine all them commanders busting for that two billion? Oh yeah, they'd blow your ass up.
Oh yeah. At least this time they have a reason. It's 2 bill. It's no chunk change.
Yeah. Can't say that this CG ain't worth it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh,
And actually, isn't it over 2 billion? No, it's right
not
at 2
yet.
billion.
It's yeah.
I
The
can't
top
believe I'm sitting
10%
here.
almost doubled in price. But what you may call it? No, yeah, yeah.
The
Top,
top 10 commanders.
the top 10 about doubled too. I think, yeah, they were 1 bill before, and top 10% was 600 mil. So
900. No, it was something weird. It
yeah,
wasn't 600, it wasn't 900. It was.
I thought it was 600 mil.
No, it was a weird number. It was like 680?
Mm,
680 mil? It was a weird number. It wasn't just a solid number. It's just like it is right now. It's 1 billion,
yeah,
400,000, whatever.
it's a 1 bill, 1.14.
Yeah, but if that would put me at almost 7 billion.
Yikes! You have that many credits?
Yeah, I got over 5 billion.
Mm,
But I wouldn't buy a fleet carrier till I had 12 billion.
well, that's overkill, but okay.
No, it's not. Trace had 12 billion
Oh
when
well,
he bought his fleet carrier,
he wants it to
and he's
stay there for 5 years. So
well. I don't want to spend every other week trying to grind out 27 million. I'd like
yeah,
to have at least a year so I can do other things.
okay.
Yeah, 27 million don't sound bad, but if they buff or if they nurse stuff, it could be pretty
Yeah,
hard to come up with that.
yeah, true. Interesting. I think it's
What?
trying to. It's getting lighter here because I don't think the gas giant itself produces light. So I think it's. I didn't put on my headlights. Nope.
They automatically come on if it's dark.
Oh, okay.
You turn them off.
Mm.
I've been sitting out here in the dark, just going around in circles, finding little red lights.
Yeah, I'm wondering why it's light here because before when I was on, it was pitch black, and all you can see are the
Well, there's a little
beacons.
sun off over there in the distance, a little star off over there in the distance. You can see come up.
Yep.
Then it stays light for a while, and then it goes back dark, and then it has this hazy green ash color to it, where it's like fog. Oh hell! Let's see. Yeah, it's time to leave.
You're full.
Yep.
Now time to spend the next hour trying to offload it.
No, I'm gonna go to the material trader
Oh,
and come
okay.
back. Like I said, there's no sense of leaving. One jump, there's no sense of leaving 5,000 credits on the table.
Mm.
What are you?
Huh?
I already got you.
I'm scanning.
No, I'm talking to myself.
Oh.
I was sitting here going around, and I thought, why am I not collecting anything? And I went and looked at my cargo. It's like, okay, I'm full. Boost. Woohoo! Hell, I even got interdicted by a pirate.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Going over here to the material trader.
Mm.
He's like, ah.
That's pirate space over there too, isn't it?
Mm,
They have a outpost over there.
I don't know what they got. It's like, no, no, no. I ain't got time to mess with you today. Okay. Let me set this puppy up. I want FSD boost. What else do I want? Oh, I want to go in here. FSD injection. There we go. Where you at? Yep, next jump. Charging up. Wow, jumping 104 light years.
What is
Or
the
93.
jump podium?
Yeah, one jump to the trader, one jump back.
Mm. My ship is really close. I'm surprised it's letting me go into turret mode.
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I know. I could have just sent it away. If it got in the way.
Yeah, everybody will flock to this puppy. It wouldn't surprise me if the top 25% don't get a billion.
Yeah. I mean, one more tier and they probably will.
I don't even know what they are right now. I forgot to look.
I think top 25 is over half a bill.
Well, I'm about at Ray's Gateway. I'll check.
It's probably where top 10% was. Should be getting close to full.
$648 million.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll probably end up getting a bill.
That's the reason why I say they don't want us in Alpha and Odyssey.
Yeah. This is a pretty good deterrent.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they
Well,
don't want us in Alpha.
my tier 5's full. Now to finish off the tier 4.
Hell, I'm still in the
41 more I need, huh? Okay.
I'm
What's
still
up?
in the top 10 on the other one.
Yeah. Oh, what, the easy one?
Yeah,
What do you need for that? Or how much do
over
you have?
12.
Oh, okay.
I have about 18 in here. Whoa, wrong one. Unusual.
Come on, load. Ah. Open.
What?
I'm in open.
Oh,
Get out of here. There we go. This one's
okay,
going to be a
everything.
good run.
Why?
Because I filled up my tier 5 way faster while not getting as much as the tier 4 in the same time period that I usually do. Which means I'm going to
No.
get the
If
tier...
you have just tier, if you have just a tier 5
No,
and
that's...
partial to tier 4, if you have grade 5 and grade 4 done, that's 12,000.
Yes,
That's it.
I know. That's not what I'm saying, though. I'm still going to do it until tier 4 is maxed out as well. But this
Well, I
is
always
also
do.
giving me time to get more tier 2 and tier 3 of the other material
Right.
than
Well,
I
I'm
usually
saying
do. So,
if you max out 4 and 5 and a little bit of the 3 and the 2,
yep.
it's 12,000.
Yeah, I know.
Any way you cut it.
Yep. But I'm
So
going to get more of the tier 2 and 3 than I usually get
I doubt it.
in this run.
You see Trace online anywhere?
Nope.
Okay.
He's a no-show.
Oh, he's just late. Okay, back to hit. One jump back.
Oh, and handing in this data evidently
Yeah.
evidently counts as one of the things for free arcs. So maxed out our arcs per week we get, which is nice.
Just sitting in here jumping from system to system does the same thing.
Oh, well, only if you scan things.
No, all you gotta do is be logged on.
You actually have to do things.
Mm-mm.
You'll see it when you first go to log in.
I
On the right,
understand what you're
it
talking
gives you a
about. Is you
list
can
of.
work, you can earn 400 arcs a week. Yes, yes, I understand that.
And
But
it
I
tells
also know
you
all you
what
have
you
to
get
do
points for.
is be on.
Well,
I've done it before.
I've got nothing for just being on the past 2 months because we haven't been doing anything that warrants arcs.
Oh, bull.
I think I'm full now.
When they had the ARC program, where if you came on and you all you did was sit there for an hour, they gave you arcs and stuff. So come on. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but
The past 2 months I didn't get any arcs because I
well,
haven't
you probably
really
wasn't
been
paying
doing
attention,
anything.
or you bought a paint job. I think you bought a paint job
No,
or
I
something.
didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I was thinking about it. I didn't buy anything though.
Or a ship kit or something.
Yeah, I'm still saving for that. That's why I haven't spent anything. I need a few thousand more.
But I get so many. I got like 4 or 5 points when I came on here and was just watching and talking to you guys and wasn't even leaving the freaking hangar. So don't tell me that. It says you've earned 3 or 4 arc points.
Go in the damn ship.
Whee! Getting ready to land.
that, Trace?
I don't know. Where?
I heard you typing, so I was wondering.
No, I don't see him.
No one's in game. You're no longer in game, it says too.
Well, it says you're no longer either, so.
That's odd.
Probably because we're in solo.
It usually would tell us though.
Commander Macduff Darkwing is online.
Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ouch. Ouch. Whee!
4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
So I think he's in then? Trace, are you there?
I just typed to him. We're in voice trace. May have been what you heard.
No, I got a message saying he was in our voice chat group, I think.
No, you got a message from me. It says we are in voice, Trace. We are in voice. If you look on your stream screen, you'll see the message.
Oh,
But he hasn't even logged on to, there he goes.
I heard something.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
hi.
hello.
Hi, hi.
All right, getting ready to go live.
We're in the money. We're in the money.
Yeah.
All right. So time
If
to
you're
go
in the
live.
top 10%, Trace.
You're getting over a bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably going to be over 2 bill by the time this is done.
Top 10% is 1,140,000,000. Top 25% is 648 million.
Yeah, I'm top 10 at RIA, so that's 300 million. But I'm top 50 at the moment in
Yeah, just
the other
focus
one.
on this.
Yep.
Nanoman.
Nano man. Anyway, I should get this going so that we can
Yeah.
share this with the world.
Yep.
Yay!
Alrighty, hello again. This is Terrace Majestus, and we're back doing the relog idiocy. Oh yeah. Sorry I'm late this evening, but real life got in the way.
Have you heard? They increased the impact damage in Odyssey. They a teeny bit too much, but I think it's a good thing. But just not quite as bad as what they raised it to.
Impact of what?
Of the ship, the impact damage. So someone tried whatchamacallit, Mars tried landing a Type 10, and he didn't hit the ground hard or anything, and he just blew up the ship.
Well,
So it not
that ain't gonna
yeah,
pass the mustard.
yeah. They need to tone that down a little, but I I do believe they really do need to increase the impact damage because it's pathetic at the moment.
No, but what they probably did was instead they didn't. I doubt they increased the impact damage, but they softened the ship so that you could shoot
Yeah,
them with a. And of course, that has effects all over the place.
Mm.
right. Not just there in
Well,
combat zones
well,
and
people
everyplace
were
else. And you
able.
know what? I've got engineered shields. That should protect my ass.
It should. Oh, well, the Type 10, I doubt the Type 10 had engineered anything because that's not his ship he brought in. He brought in his Orca,
Oh well, whatever.
so that was an unengineered Type 10.
Well, I think they want us to keep us away from honesty. That's
Oh,
the reason why they're allowing this thing to go up to 2 billion and going up.
yeah. Oh, well, it's a given.
And I'm happy to oblige.
Yep. Gives us something to do while we wait.
Yeah, I'm not even. I'm probably going to give it a couple of weeks after it goes live before I even look at it.
Yeah.
I'll
Let
jump
them
in.
iron some stuff out.
I'll jump in to see how broken it is when it goes live.
What the heck's
Go
going on
right
with my
ahead.
eye tracker tonight? It's jumping all over the place.
2TI.
Stop that.
Haven't got that
Alright.
landing pad in a long time. 20, huh?
Galaxy map. Galaxy map. Oh, there you are. Sure. Okay.
Last night when we all logged off, there was 1,400 people playing this. Today there's over 3,000, close to 4,000. The higher that reward
Number
goes, the more
people are
people's
gonna
going to
jump in.
flock.
Yep.
Yep.
And what I like about it is, it doesn't matter what kind of ship you got.
Yep.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if you're an expert miner. As long as you got the wherewithal that you can grind your teeth and log and relog, you could be in the top 10.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm 2 loads away from being in the top 10 commanders.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm only a few myself.
I think you're,
3 or 4.
yeah, 4. It could possibly 4.5 because you're not filling, you're not going and trading all your stuff down in that one row. So probably take you close to 5.
Well,
And
tomorrow
I'm
is
using
Sunday.
Jumponium. I got tired of jumping 2 jumps to the material trader, so it's just 1 jump now.
Landing gear deployed.
And then I got smart and I had my Diamondback ship down here, where it's got 60 light year jump, and I could park it right on top of this Cobra if I wanted to. I don't have to hunt for a parking spot.
Right.
And that sped up everything. But I am going to sue Lily because I now think I'm getting carpal tunnel in my index finger.
Your truck landing gear.
Tell them if they didn't screw up Odyssey that bad, they wouldn't have to distract us by doing something like this.
I'm not going to say shit to him. If I can get 2 billion out of it, screw him. As long as they make it worth my while, I don't care. Do I like to log and relog? No.
Engage.
But I'm not going to turn my nose up at 2 billion either.
Yeah.
Not when that'll put me close to 8 billion total.
I think I'm going to do the same thing I did last night, which is do a double run.
That's what I'm doing.
So go once, jump to that station nearby, shift everything
Yep.
down I can. Hey, Camille, welcome back.
Just don't do like I did.
What's that?
Forget to shift the atypical.
Oops.
Ooh.
Not this time, but last night I
Yeah.
forgot to shift it, and it was like I was going around it. It says your cargo is full. And it's like, no, I just emptied. No, your cargo's full. No, I just emptied. And then it was like atypical encryption archives, and I was like, damn, forgot about that.
Engage.
Can you imagine if we get this one going and then jump over on that other one, get that one going? The top 10 commanders could walk away with 4 or 5 billion from
Yeah.
this one CG.
That's not gonna happen
Oh.
though. Too many people are doing this one here and not enough doing the other one.
This one will be done in 2 days.
Actually, the other one has
Unless they-
2,000. Actually, the other one has 2,182 people playing it, and this one has 3,900. So not that big of a difference. If they put their mind to it. And some of these top 10 commanders over here will be like, yeah, let's get that now.
Engage.
Either that or we'll break horizons. It won't work.
Well, I think they know Horizons is broken.
No, I meant we break this
Oh,
game.
Oh, we break this game, yeah.
Horizon's
Yeah.
not
Like I said, yeah.
Odyssey's
Right, Odyssey's broken.
Yeah.
And
well-
I think this is their way of keeping us content and happy.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can figure out. Because, I've only seen one other CG that went to $1 billion. And actually, the kill warrant isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, not to warrant all this.
The
these many
FSD
people.
booster was the bigger deal.
Yep. FSD booster was amazing.
Or the double engineered FSD,
Yeah.
I guess I should say. But I hurried my butt off today. My garden, except for the potatoes, which will be here next week, is all planted. So I can spend as much time as I really want buffing up my score.
Nice.
Yeah. Until your hands become numb. Too numb to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
Well, at 8 o'clock tonight, I was still in the attic.
I figured you were still working on something, or you were resting or eating dinner or something, because you said you had a pretty hardiest day planned.
And it started out horrible. Engage.
Well, I had the clock ticking on me because tomorrow it's supposed to rain, and it's like,
Yeah.
if I don't get it in today, it may be middle of next week or the end of next week.
Right. Well, I overslept this morning.
No, that's nothing. Everybody needs to oversleep once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I woke up at 1 p.m.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Did you stay up later than what you
That's-
did with us?
That's more
No.
than oversleep.
Your
My
body
alarm
must
was
have
still
needed it.
going.
Wow. You almost slept the
Your
entire
body-
day.
Your body must have needed it, or you wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
what's the weather bad outside? Sometimes that can make you.
no, today was absolutely gorgeous.
Oh,
It was
okay.
sunny. It was sunny and relatively cool.
You know,
Was it cold?
yeah, that's good. No, here it's like 78 degrees, nice weather.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I went out there in the garden barefooted and was wading around in the dirt. It's like, gosh, this reminds me of when I was a kid.
Engage.
Yeah, it was
No,
nice.
I was up in the attic. Basically, I put in 5 hours in the attic.
Yeah.
5 hours.
I got up to
Yikes.
the It was only 78 degrees up there. It was nice.
Yeah, now's the time. Winter
Yeah.
and now's the time to be up in the attic. Never in June or July or
Yeah,
August. Never.
you'll die.
So I've got one camera run to within arm's length of the camera.
Yeah.
And I have to do things from outside at this point on that.
Yeah.
So I said, well...
Oh, we would have forgiven you if you hadn't to come on. I mean,
yeah.
Real life is,
Yep.
real life is.
Yep.
I thought about you, though. I thought it really hard about you. And remember you said the other day that your vaccine got canceled due to some, I don't know. I can't remember the reason.
Supply issue.
Yeah. My husband was going to Walmart's, and he passed the drugstore there, Maze Drug or something. And it said COVID-19 vaccines available to all. And he went in there and asked what kind they had, and they told him the Modine and the other one, not Johnson & Johnson, but the other one. It's a two-shotter.
Yeah, it's
what is-
Pfizer.
Is it?
Both
is
of the
it?
other two are two-shotters.
Yeah, Pfizer.
Yeah. Well, they had the. I know I'm saying the name wrong. Modena. Whatever.
Moderna.
Yeah, it had that shot, and then the other one that was a two-shot. They didn't have the Johnson & Johnson one shot. Anyway, so he just signed up for it, rolled his sleeve up, and kaboom, in 5 minutes he had it, and he walked out, and he's got to go back in 28 days to get his second one. And I thought, man, that's the difference between where you live and where I live.
Yeah.
I mean, you want the vaccine? Come on in.
Well,
Yep.
I live in one of the most overpopulated places, and they're like trying to give it away here.
Yeah, whatever, they had a supply problem, so...
It's probably the
Yeah.
governor or whoever ordered the shit didn't order enough.
Yeah.
No, somebody misshipped it. Some other place got the vaccines for that site.
Oh,
Okay. But I will say I do find it strange. Used to when I could or did take the flu shots before I started throwing an allergic reaction. See, I only live like 8 or 10 miles from the Missouri state line. I could go over there to my local pharmacy and get it. With this shit, you got to be in your own state.
Yep.
It's like what? You got certain vaccines that only have Oklahoma Genetic Centers or something? Come on.
Well, it's because of the tracking systems.
yeah.
They give you a card. It's not that
Yeah.
hard to track. And they turn it in on your insurance, whether it's free or not, they
Yeah.
still turn it in.
I know. But the tracking is set up by state, and they did it quick and dirty, so you have to do within your own state.
Yeah. Well, no, because Oklahoma will give to the 4-state area, which is Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri.
They're not supposed to.
Well, you tell that to the tribe, because they have tribal members that lives in Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri. And they'll tell you, they'll flung their nose at you and say, huh? So, you gonna stop me?
Well,
Go on tribal land and try to stop me.
yep. One of the few
But they
things
do
we have.
give them,
Yeah.
they do give them 2 cards, and whatever state they're from, they take that card back and give to whoever it is. And then when they do the final shot, they give them 2 more cards, and they give it same process.
Yep,
So they can track it. They can track it if they want to.
they can, but
They just want to be jerks about it.
of course.
Hell, even the casinos are getting in on it. And they got doctors and nurses coming in to give vaccines. If you come in to gamble, you want a flu shot? The COVID-19 vaccine?
Only one I don't want is the Johnson and Johnson.
No, I don't want the one shot that gives you blood clots. No.
Yeah.
Because that reminds me too much of the movie, The Andromeda Strain.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, okay. Only difference is instead of clotting up, your blood turned to sand. Crystallized.
Crystallized with silica. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, I thought about you. I thought, well, if you come to Oklahoma, you can get your vaccine.
Mm.
And actually, my husband has had 4 opportunities, one through the company. One, I don't know how many opportunities he's had, but he's wanted to stop and think about it because, he wanted to make sure that, the longer you wait, the more, if there was any side effects, the more they would come out.
Right.
He didn't want to be the first kid on the block and then
be the guinea pig.
Yeah, yeah. But anyways, he kept watching and watching. He looked at me. He says, "Well, what do you think about me getting the flu shot?" And I said, "It's your body, your choice." I said, "I
Yep.
know with my reactions that no, I'm not taking mine." But I said, "I will tell you, it's not the first shot that gets you; it's that last shot that gets you, that makes you sick and everything." And I said, "If you do happen to get sick and you do give it to me, I'm gonna be pissed." And he said, "Well, okay." That was the only conversation that we had about it. It's if he wants to, that's I have no problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Well,
I
the
know
thing is,
that my
if you
allergic
react,
reaction. Yes.
yeah.
If I react to just a simple flu shot,
Yeah.
what the hell's this son of a gun
Yeah.
going to do to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't know with the Moderna or the other
Pfizer.
one, the two that are
Pfizer and Johnson.
Pfizer. No, the Johnson and Johnson is different than the other two.
Yeah.
The other two are mRNA, and that is a new technology that they're doing for the first time. Deploy landing gear.
Yeah.
If it works, the 2 shots will give you permanent immunity, not just to this one, but to several other strains.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, because the mRNA one hits a broader range than the standard one.
Yeah. Well, and then wonderful, but even in all my time, like I said, last time I had a cold and the flu was that. Now I did have something February of last year, and I don't know what it was. It wasn't your typical flu. I mean, I felt like shit. I didn't have no energy, and my husband had it at the same time. He lost taste, and he was having a hard time breathing. But I got the coughing fit.
It could.
So you both may have already had it.
Right. I thought actually that with some of the symptoms I had, because I mean I was coughing. I couldn't stop coughing. I thought I actually had what old Doc Holliday had, because I thought any minute now I'm going to cough so hard I'm just going to start bringing blood up.
Coughing side effect cough very often. There's someone
I know.
around
I
here
cough so
who
hard.
had that.
I cough so hard that I pulled the muscles over my ribs. That you have to do a lot of coughing.
Yep.
So
But it took me.
already.
But it took me 5 days to get over that, and then it took me probably 3 weeks to even get back to where I even felt like myself.
But you've had it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And the only way you can tell is if to go down there and get the things. And you know what? I
Yeah,
just don't like giving my blood to people. I just don't know what they're doing with it when they get done with their little test, and I just don't
well,
like to give my blood to people.
America hasn't turned into China yet. So I mean,
You think so?
don't.
Well, it's close.
Yeah, we're not too far behind at this rate.
It's close. Oh, and I hope you don't smoke flavored cigars there, Trace.
I don't smoke.
Well, I thought you said you used to smoke pipes or
Nope.
cigars or something.
No, nope. I've never been able to stand cigarettes.
Mm.
I am actually.
No, I said cigars.
Well, yeah, cigars. Cigars I could smoke.
I thought you
pipe
said you
tobacco.
did.
No.
Or pipe or something. I thought you did.
Nope, I have never smoked anything.
Oh, okay. Well, we had a discussion here one night, and I thought you did the way you were talking.
Nope.
Okay.
No, I actually, my lungs got ruined with bronchial pneumonia as a kid. And they have never been the same since.
Well, anyways, whoever, if anybody smokes cigars with flavors or pipe tobacco with flavors or cigarettes with flavors, well, you're not going to be able to here much longer.
What, they're banning them?
Yep, Mr. Biden is. He's writing an EO order and banning them.
That's
and
not going to go over well.
I was like, yeah, you tell that to the
Yeah.
Indian tribes, and they'll flip your nose at you and say, you go screw a duck.
Well, actually, whatever law he passes doesn't apply to anyone on the reservations.
I know it. Can't tell these white folks this, though.
Yeah.
I
Got
had
a
a
lot
few
of white folks looking to get adopted.
Well, it's just like I had a few of my friends says, yeah, and I was like, I said, you guys are morons. I said, you're absolutely a freaking morons. And they said, why? And I said, because have you not learned in the past,
Yep.
if you give the government this much control over anything, next year it's going to be a little bit wider.
Yep.
Next year it's going to be a little wider. Even though you don't like the cigarette smokes, I said, they got it where people can't smoke in the same room with you.
Yeah, you can't even
Call
smoke
it
in
good.
bars anymore.
Oh, you can here in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
But anyways,
That's state by state, yeah.
I said, call it good. You won. Nobody can smoke in a restaurant with you. Nobody can do this. You won. Stop giving them permission to take more freedoms away from us.
Yep.
I said, whether you like to smoke or not, they have just as much right to smoke as you do of not smoking.
Yep.
And I said,
Yeah, I just wish they could come up with some sort of smoke where that didn't, go secondhand to other people.
Well, you know what gets me, and I don't give a crap if it pisses people off, but what gets me is it's all right to smoke marijuana cigarettes around people.
Yep.
You know, secondhand smoke, and don't tell me, well, marijuana smoke don't hurt you. Any smoke you put in your lungs hurts your freaking lungs. Doesn't matter if it's marijuana, doesn't matter if it's campfire, doesn't matter if you burnt the damn grease on the stove. Any smoke you put in your lungs is bad. But they allow everybody to go out and smoke marijuana around everybody, and I'm sitting there going, gee whiz, if I was still building bridges and I was around somebody smoking marijuana, even though I wasn't, and I went to take a drug test and I failed it, I'd have my ass fired, because you cannot be under the influence of anything building bridges.
Yep.
And I'm like, wow, that's going to kill a lot of people's jobs and livelihoods.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a silver lining.
That's okay. That's okay.
There is a silver lining. You know, there's no way they'd be able to enforce this.
What?
Making cigar smoke illegal.
Oh, yeah. But that's not the idea. It's just
that's
being
not
stupid.
the problem, Philip. The problem is if they can make it stick, it becomes a stepping stone
President.
for other control.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It becomes a president.
Yes.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem. They keep pushing the precedents to make it more, more and more and more things illegal.
Yeah. After a while, you're not going to be able to blow your nose in public.
That's why censorship in general is so bad.
Well, that's like when people always laugh because
they keep moving
that's why
the bar.
when people, that's like when people laugh about all the conservatives have been silent. And I said, it's like I tell my friends, yeah, well, enjoy it while you can still talk, because sooner or later you're going to piss them off, and you're going to be in the same boat with the conservatives, and then I'm going to laugh my ass off at you. I said, that's one thing tricky about freedom of speech.
Yep.
Is that, and just because you hate what this one says, if you take it away from this one, sooner or later it's going to be took away from that one.
Well, they're already getting hit because the whole Twitter and stuff, they're constantly moving the bar farther left, and
if you're a radical liberal Democrat, you have no problem on Twitter.
Yeah, but everyone else is...
If you believe in the Constitution and you believe in all that stuff, you have a problem with Twitter. Banned. But anyways, enough about politics. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
But I was just talking about the shots. That it just amazes me because I know that Trace wants his vaccine and his family wants the vaccine, but he can't get it, and they're freaking they're giving it away like candy here, and it's like just don't make no sense.
No, doesn't make sense.
That was my bottom line takeaway. It just didn't make sense. If you want the shot, you should be able to get it.
Them away here.
Yeah.
Well, that's where mine was, except the state didn't send them their supplies for the week.
Yeah, that's another thing that concerns me there, Trace. You get your first shot, you got, 28 days?
Yeah.
You get the second one, and if you go... Well, if you go over, I can't remember. God, my memory. I read, and I heard on TV, which you don't know if it's true or not, that if you don't get it within 7 or 14 days of when it's due, you got to start all over again.
Oh, whoa, that's not good. That could be extremely dangerous.
Yes, I was thinking so myself, but like he said, Walmart's didn't get their shipment. How much of that shipment was going to people's second shot? That's my thoughts. But, I'm happy you guys are getting your shots. That means that you all are vaccinated and I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Whereas you've got the allergy and can't have it, and that sucks.
Well, it's life in general for me. It's like, you know what Neosporin is, right?
Yeah,
you probably used it.
That's the...
Oh, I use it quite often, thank you.
Yeah.
That's
I couldn't be around you.
That's the cream to help heal wounds, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's an antibiotic, like bacitracin.
Yeah. If Trace had put that on him, I would not be able to go around him.
Oh. You're that bad, huh? About those kinds of things?
Well, if I get it on me... Yeah, if I get it on me, I break out. If I happen to accidentally rub my eyes, because it's an oil base, so you have to really scrub your hands.
Yep.
And I mean really scrub them to get the oil off of it. And I rub my eyes, it causes me to go blind. It's just like a white clouds over my eyes. I can't see shit.
Yikes.
How are you on bacitracin?
I never used it.
That's the nearest competitor to Neosporin. It's a different, completely different chemical.
I went back to the old two standbys, peroxide and iodine.
Okay.
Well, yeah, those will work.
Yeah.
They kill anything.
May make you do an Indian dance for a little while, but blow, damn it, blow. say, go
I-
up and blow.
Iodine is a rather
Yeah.
interesting chemical. It's
It is.
anti-everything.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Antibiotic, antiviral, anti-yeast.
And
If there's,
also a good sun blocker, believe it or not.
I didn't know that one.
No.
Yeah, my friend used to take and put baby oil and iodine in a bottle, shake it up, and then rub herself down with it. Yeah,
Okay.
blocks the UV rays.
Really.
Nice. Iodine and zinc, the fastest way to get rid of just about every virus.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Doesn't stop you from catching it, but boy,
Nope.
does it give a boost to your immune system.
Yeah, that's like if I sleep. This is really weird. If I sleep kind of sideways and I sleep with my mouth open, my throat gets really sore. And I used to try just regular Hall's cough drops, and it really didn't do no good. You might as well suck on a piece of candy. But my husband, through this COVID crap, got zinc lozenges. And if I wake up with a sore throat because I just slept with my mouth open, I can take one of them in 7 minutes.
Gone
or
in
10
5
minutes
minutes.
later. Yeah, it's gone. And so we got a great big, huge, giant bag here.
Yep.
Just,
The other one that works is Fisherman's Friend.
Yeah.
Or for
I
me,
think
anyway.
I tried. I think I tried. I didn't really quite like the flavors they had.
Yeah, they have black licorice. That's the
Ew,
flavor.
no.
I hate black
Yeah.
licorice.
They
I
say
can
if you
red licorice.
could taste it, you don't need it.
Okay.
I like red licorice, but I don't like black licorice.
Yeah, same here.
I never used to like black licorice until I started eating Indian food.
Oh, okay.
Now, if I season food with it, I have no problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like eating
Straight up. Yeah.
the black licorice candy.
Yep.
No. Okay, I'm going to make my first delivery to you.
Yeah. Actual
Easily.
black licorice is made out of aniseed.
Yes, which is a plant.
And yes, and a common dessert at Indian restaurants is candy coated aniseed.
Yeah. I have some aniseed plants in the back of my property.
Oh, I used to, I tried them at the end of the Indian food, and it kind of went pretty well with the spice that I'd just eaten. So then I ended up developing a taste for it, and I realized, oh, wait a minute, now Fisherman's Friend always tastes good. Because it's aniseed.
Yeah. Well, if you came to my house, you'd probably think that I was some kind of medicine man or witch doctor. I got white willows back there, which is what aspirin is made out of, or used to. Now it's synthetic bullshit.
Yeah.
I've got dandelions, which you can chop them up and have a dose of magnesium. I just all kinds of good.
Dandelions,
Mint.
the pharmacy of the British Empire.
Yeah.
They brought that plant everywhere because of its
Yeah.
properties.
There's not a thing on it you can't eat. The leaves, the flowers, the roots. Yeah.
It's all edible and prepared properly. There's like 7 or 8 types of medicine that come out of it.
Yeah. And then I've got moss back there, which is good for drawing, like if you got, I usually, if I get bee stung, I go back there and get me some muddy moss and put on there, and in a few hours, it draws the poison out. Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what, Trice? I'm not allergic to that shit.
Nope.
So I just makes me wonder what they put in it.
Well, something that's not native to the Americans.
Yep.
Yep.
Or something that's
But
not
when
natural.
When I took my flu shots, they ask you, are you allergic to any sulfur-based product? No. Are you allergic to any eggs? No. But then they give me the shot, and then my arm blows up like a balloon. It's like, what What the hell's in it besides eggs and sulfur and stuff?
Well, they don't think to ask for stuff that people, that are native descent wouldn't react well to.
Yeah, it's just
Anyway, I gotta go grab a pair of
Drink.
slippers. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Is your feety cold?
My feeties is frozen. They's been over warm all day because I had my shoes on with socks all the way up. And
Yeah.
now
Now you
I'm
don't.
now I'm barefoot, and it's like, no, this ain't good. Be right back.
Okay. Oh my god. I haven't even got one sold. My fingers are already tired.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have to stretch out before bed and maybe take more aspirin,
Oh, Lorda.
as I've been in all sorts of weird positions all day long.
TMI, TMI, TMI.
Well, lying across rafters,
Yes, it's hard on the ribs and
underneath the
everything
roof,
else. Yeah.
the ribs, the back, the legs.
Yeah.
I got
Neck.
cramps all over the backside of my body. I'm definitely gonna have to stretch out before bed.
Yeah. Get you some. Well, I always use horse liniment. You probably use something else, but
Tiger Bomb.
yeah, that'll work. I wonder if I could pay my husband to come in here and sell this shit for me.
Definitely Tiger Bomb. And I've got this back massager that we call ET.
E.T. call home.
Yeah, it looks like ET's head and neck. And the two eyes are the massage pads.
Oh yeah.
It's I don't think they make any more. It was originally made by Homedics. My mother-in-law got it for me, I don't know, 10 years ago or so. God, it's awesome. It's got to be more than 10 years now. So I doubt very much they make ET anymore, but I was glad I still got one.
Ooh. Ooh, what? Where are
What's
you at,
going-
anyways?
I'm at Jamieson's crash site.
Oh, okay.
Okay, adaptive encryptors is full. Atypical, I still need 40. Okay.
That's about 3 trips.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it rolls all right. I've been looking for.
Yeah.
I've been looking for Elite to nerf it. Really, actually.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
wouldn't
they
surprise me none.
nerfed Isinor for some reason. So
It could have been a glitch.
Isinor was far more effective than this.
yeah.
It could have been a glitch. Yeah, but look at the distance you have to travel to.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It was Diamondback 60 light year jump, and it was 3 or 4 jumps from Jameson.
Yep.
So it wouldn't have been very efficient unless you had a carrier. Oh, Lord.
Won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?
Or a new finger. You guys wait. You'll be my age one of these days, and then you'll say, "Oh, now I know what Lynn was talking about."
Oh, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You'll just think when you get my age how much better it will be.
I have a trigger finger.
I do too, except it's on my baby finger.
That wouldn't be quite so bad as having it with your primary finger.
Probably not. It's still a witch.
Yeah, still witch, still hurts like hell, I bet. But
Yeah. Well, it don't hurt until because it's bent. So when you reach for something, what do? You jam it,
yeah.
or you get it in the road. Every time I get ready to cut an onion or something, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna slice that puppy open. Because you can't move the damn thing out of the road.
My poor fingers.
Tried. Yeah, when you get that as your primary finger and it locks up both that finger and the finger beside it.
Yeah.
And then you try and, type on a keyboard because, you program for a living.
Yeah. It's a witch! It's a witch! It's a witch, it's a witch, it's a witch.
Yep. You hit him.
Yeah, there's no way I can use my baby finger on the keyboard, so I just, move it off to the side and use my ring finger to do everything.
Yeah, well, I don't have that option. I have to use them, so it sucks.
I asked my doctor my doctor said if I wanted to go have surgery, he could fix it, and I was like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
And he said, and I said, I wonder how come I got that? And he said, well, I could tell you, but you probably wouldn't believe me. And I said, well, you are the doctor. And he said, you ran cranks, right? And I said, yeah. And he said, you had levers, right? And I said, yeah. And he said, I bet you used to use your little finger a lot on the levers, right? And I said, well, yeah. He said, the vibration of the crane and then you using your little finger instead of your whole hand probably caused it to form a nodule right there on that tendon. And the nodule's growing and pulling your tendon down.
Huh.
And I said, well, just add something else to my building bridges that screwed everything up.
Mm-hmm. Well, anything where you have a repetitive motion that you do for years.
Yeah.
It's bound to wear something out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like my doctor says, at your age, he said, most people are taking high blood pressure medicine or diabetes medicine or some heart disease medicine. Yep. And he said, everything you got because you tore your body up on the bridge. And I said, yeah, I don't need none of that other stuff. I got enough problems as it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
One more run through this.
Oh, you're done with the run?
It don't take us long.
Yeah, and then I'm going to jump 2 jumps to that.
It didn't take me long either, but I've been spending the past hour-ish handing this in.
That's what's going to be the long thing for me, yeah.
When I left the planet, you were still there.
No, I wasn't. What do you talk about? I left a long time ago.
Well, you don't have half of what I got. Well, you do have half of what I got. Exactly half. Because you didn't go and trade it to traders.
No.
So you should be done and on your way back.
It's fast to actually hand those in, though. The thing that takes the long is the tier 5. Even the tier 4 don't take all that long.
What?
To hand in. It's actually pretty fast because it takes 11 pieces a shot.
And it actually takes 30 for tier 5.
No,
Or
no,
it
no.
actually takes 3 for tier 5, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm saying tier 4 is fast. It's tier 5 that's the slow thing that takes forever.
Well, I have in that line unusual encrypted, and then when I get my 4 and 5 filled, I go to the material trader. I have unusual encrypted full, tagged encryption codes full, open schematic keys full. Then I go out and fill up the atypical encryption and the adapted. So that whole line of 5 items right there is full when I come in here.
Well, that's not good. My ship is sitting here and the shields are taking damage.
That's
Somebody shooting at you?
interesting.
No, it's bashed itself into the ground.
Oh.
Well, is it constantly still taking damage?
Well, it's just every couple of seconds the shields flash.
Oh, interesting.
Sure somebody ain't shooting at you? Did you land
it
on
was
an
above.
alien? Did you land on ET?
No, ET.
You sure? ET call home.
I have a. Where is the? Where the data trader near crash site? Right.
It's
Plot.
dog something.
Yep. I bookmarked it.
Woohoo!
Wow.
Goody.
66.
Retract landing gear.
66,798.
Oh, good. You only need
40,000 more. God damn it.
So you only went up what?
No, I gained a lot. I was at whatchamacallit, 49
51,
or 51, something like that.
66. That's
Yeah, that's
You
a
guys
good
are
run.
way ahead of me.
I did 2 runs earlier.
I have 8,000.
come on, buddy.
Oh, yep. You need to get to
that
working.
pony in gear.
Get to grinding.
Hey, 2 runs a night.
Well, you still may be able to get in the billions. So
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
figure
looks
I'll
like top
get,
25 will be enough to get it built.
Well, that's good because that's about as far as I'm going to get tonight. Is halfway through the top 25.
You still have a week to go anyway.
Yeah. What I don't want is the other one to start moving too much, because then I'm going to be spread between 2 of them.
Yeah.
This
Well,
one is a nightmare.
I don't think the other one will move much.
Yeah.
Well, if people over here
This
see
one's
that they
too
can't
high.
get if people over here see that they can't get in the top 10 or the top 25, they'll move over there.
Right.
And they'll
Over there.
hammer that.
Yeah, but this one's way too tantalizing.
Yeah, well, when I seen it last night, and I thought, damn. I don't chase credits. But damn, I hate to leave $1 billion on the table.
Don't chase credits, but boy, that's tempting. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we do things, it's not like we hammer hard on mining or something that, is going to give us a lot of credits.
Right.
And I'm happy 50 million a whack, and stuff like that. And I'm just like, damn, they're making it too damn tempting. And then when you left, when I unloaded what I had left, and I thought, geez, I'm 3 runs from being in the top 10 commanders. Damn. It even got tempting. So I finished unloading, and then I went and made sure I got my garden all planted, and I was like, yeah, now if I want to make a run for the roses, I can do it.
Yep. Whereas I just want to make sure I'm, in the rewards.
Well, I just know how long it takes to get to $1 billion.
Fuel scooping complete.
If you're doing trade or mining and stuff like that, and I'm sitting there going,
Frameshift
this is
drive
monotonous,
But
but it's too damn easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Unless they nerf it.
Right.
I don't think they'll nerf it because it takes a lot of time to do this.
Well, they may be using this to find out where the easy sites are so that after this they can nerf the sites.
That's
Yeah, that could
possible.
be. That's the
There we
reason why.
go.
That's the reason why when it gets down to like one day good to go,
You'll max everything out.
oh, I'll max all my materials. If I'm gonna do this for $1 billion credits, I'm gonna max out my materials while I'm here.
Yeah, might as
Yep.
well.
Because you cannot count on honestly having the same sites, because it's just like the engineers, all the landing pads are below ground.
Yep.
You can't land.
Frameshift drive charging.
Someplace else is different. That people go to here in the Horizons. Someplace else is they can't even find it. It's like, okay.
4, 2,
So we better back shit out. And I hate to even think what they've done to the guardian sites. So I'd like to have all my guardian stuff unlocked and fill back up, and not ever have to go back out there unless I just want to just walk around and look.
Right. Disengage.
But I figure if I wanted to fill up my cargo, since I'm zero on everything basically, it's probably going to take 6 loads, 6 runs. The ones that'll
Up
kill
at
me
hailing frequencies.
is the grade 5s. Because you can't. And see, to me, grade 5s should evenly swap across.
Just 6 down.
Yep.
All you have is a column swap.
It's just
Oh.
you can't switch from tier 5 to another tier 5. That would take too much.
That's what I'm saying. A tier 5 should swap out with another one for nothing.
Yeah. Fully landing gear.
Because if they're grade 5, they should be worth the same.
Should. But
Now, if you
there's
trade down,
force trade.
yeah, I can understand.
Well, there's a penalty for cross trading in general.
Yeah, and it's the same on every column. Is 6 per.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just
So if
saying their mathematics just. But they must use the funny math, is all I can say.
Damn, I was there a long time. It's almost 10 already. I'm about ready to go land at Jameson again.
Okay, now we get to start on the big baby. Only 30 times I have to do that.
Jameson crash site is almost in the sun. Not quite.
I don't know why it matters. I mean, you can see the little beacons
know.
really perfectly
I know.
clear.
I don't like doing things I like to actually see. Oh, damn it.
Connectivity compromised.
Trace, what are you doing?
I'm trading my things down.
Mm. Well, just don't do like I do. Get rid of your atypical encryptions, and your cracked industrial, and your modified.
Yeah, I gotta figure out where to put this guy.
I do usually one in anonymous bulk. It seems like the most you get out of it,
Frameshift drive charging.
besides untypical.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, gosh.
2 for 1. Oh, I know what I can do. I can go here. No, go here. Go here. Then go here. And then...
The duck will be
Engaged.
sitting in tall cotton on credits after this one.
Yeah, pretty much. There we go.
Fix this.
Galaxy map. Jameson crash site. Go for run 2. Get myself another cranberry soda.
Cranberries! Get your cranberries here.
Oh yeah.
How did this go back on?
Retract landing gear.
What are you having problems with now?
One of the panels came off my mouse, and I'm trying to see. It's a fully customizable mouse, and it has things you can adjust and switch out.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. When you have so many moving parts, shit breaks.
Yep.
Simple is better.
Yep.
Well, unless you've got hands like mine.
Yeah.
I have, if you take a full-size piano, okay? Each hand has an octave span across it.
Well, you shouldn't have such big hands. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, well, that's my problem. So I actually have to get adjustable mice to adjust them up to my hand size. Engage. Although I don't have I don't have the largest hands of anyone I've met. That goes to Doug Flutie. That man has very large hands.
Fell off the couch.
Damn thing. This this was never even loose before, so I don't know how it came off in the first place.
Well, you've been grabbing about your mouse for months now. You probably just need to go down and buy you a cheap ass one and be done with it.
But this thing has programmable.
I don't care what it has if it's. I don't care what it has if it's not working right. It ain't worth a shit. I got a mouse that's got a right and a left and a wheel and then 2 buttons on the side. It glows in the freaking dark.
Yep. Well,
And
I've
it
got a
does
Razer.
everything.
I got a Razer Ouroboros, and it adjusts up to my size hands just slightly more.
Mm.
So.
Well, not everybody has big paws.
Yep.
But, you know, it's if you were sitting there and your damn mouse wasn't working, or you
I'd get
bitched about
another
your
one.
mouse for 6 months, you'd get another one. It's like your
Yep.
headphones. You griped about them, then you went and replaced them. No biggie.
Yep. I like these ones a lot.
It's like my keyboard. It used to double. Remember it? It used to. No
Double
matter
B.
what I did, double D, double E, double B. I sent the damn thing back, and the factory sent me a new one.
Mm.
Yep.
If it don't freaking work, get rid of it.
Their debounce circuit was wrong. Yeah. Sometimes that's just a bad lot of capacitors or inductors.
Mm.
I was thought they said that there was a group of them that went out that had that problem for some reason. They didn't know if it was a something put in backwards, something put in wrong, what? But you know,
Usually it's an out of spec either capacitor or inductor on the debounce circuit.
it probably came from China, so you know.
Yeah. Company I worked for made a voicemail unit. We got our power supplies from China. Our tech support team nicknamed them frequent fryers. We had a 100% return rate on them.
Yeah. Everybody says, you know, China's all this big thing, and it's like they stole about all their technology they
Yeah.
got.
And
Yeah.
And half the
It did
shit
a
breaks
bad
down in
job.
the first month.
copying it.
Yep.
So, you know, it's like, yeah. Well.
Oh, the guy running our production was so happy that he sourced some really cheap power supplies.
Yeah, that didn't last long enough to put them in?
None of them lasted more than 3 months. 100% return rate the first 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah. And then China's like, not our fault, not our fault. You've installed it wrong.
Yeah, except I got them back and I was... the breadboards had separated. Basically, they used cheap breadboard for their internal circuit board. And they weren't waterproofed. They weren't... they had problems with heat. They had a lot of problems. And extremely, extremely cheap circuit boards. And they just failed. One after another, after another, after another.
Yeah. All I know about them is that I had an American crane, and I needed to replace the house bearing in it. And it's only a 600-pound brass bearing, and it's like
Brass?
Yeah, brass.
Okay.
A bear? Brass?
And yep.
Okay.
and the company didn't want to really buy it from the United States because it costs a lot of money, and they were going to buy it from China because it was cheaper.
Oh God.
And I did some researching on it, and I came up with my findings, and I threw them down on the table, and I said, well, you can buy the brass bearing from China all you want, but you're going to have to hire a new crane operator. And they said, why? And I said, because there's a test right there proving that at least 90% of them fail, and the crane, the bearing splits,
Oh,
and the crane
And it kills
flips.
it kills the driver. Next.
Next, yeah, and they read the stuff I came out with, and I mean this was from the company. Now, this wasn't your
yeah.
tinfoil hat conspiracy bloggers. This is from the company's webpage and stuff they got it from, and so they went ahead and bought the one from America. I said, by the time you pay out life insurance on the crane operator, and God knows who else around that gets killed.
Yeah.
And then you get sued by using defective materials.
You're
Yeah.
gonna wish you paid that extra penny.
Yep.
Orbital flight engaged.
Yeah. There's a reason they're so expensive. Is because they freaking work.
Yep.
Yeah. And it also had a guarantee behind them. Where China
Huh.
didn't. Yeah, you had a 30-day guarantee.
30 days.
30 days. Right there, it should throw up alarm clocks right there. Only 30 days.
Most of your shit nowadays is only 30 days. Unless you buy the extended warranty.
Ah,
Oh well. China can do whatever the hell they want to. I don't care. If it was up to me, just all these countries that bother us, I just level them. Screw you.
Yeah, well, that's true. There is always the glass parking lot solution.
Well, I'm tired of wasting money and shit. It's like some of these countries that we give them billions and billions and billions of dollars every year to and everything. It's like this reminds me of the money pit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And after a while, you're better off to burn the damn house down.
Uh-huh.
It's like what they say about boats. Boats a hole that you just throw money into.
I don't know. Some of them are pretty good. It depends. You got you a small little fishing boat. They're not that expensive. Or better yet, just get you a damn kayak.
Well, yeah, they're good brand new, but once one thing starts going on them, you want to repair them? Yeah. Good luck with that.
Well, that's the problem is that a lot of people want to be a boater, but they don't want to be the mechanic that works on the
Yep.
boat. But if you have somebody talented enough to work on the boat, that's nothing. I mean, yeah, the parts are a little expensive, but and if you really look at a boat engine, especially an outboard engine,
Oh yeah.
they're pretty damn
Yeah.
simple.
And cheap
No, they're not cheap.
compared to.
You can buy a pontoon boat for $26,000. Most of that money is for the engine.
Mm.
Engines are 9, 10, 12, 15,000 to put on them boats. Boats is like 4,000, 5,000. If you don't believe me, go to a Bass Pro Shop and go in there and check out the prices of the pontoon boat, and then go check out the prices of a replacement engine, and then tell me how much that pontoon boat actually cost. Been there, done that. Just for curiosity.
So that's what you do on your time off, huh?
I ask the inquisitive questions. I don't say, "Whoa, that boat, whoa." No. It's kind of like the bed. You buy a bed, yeah? Okay, you buy the mattress, then you have to buy the box springs, then you have to buy the frame underneath it. Okay? Really? But you need all three parts to make it a full, complete bed. Well, yeah. Then why am I buying it in parts?
Yeah.
I've never
There's a
spent
lot
that
of-
kind of.
Well, actually, I understand that. Last time we bought my daughter's bed, we kept the frame and box and just bought a new mattress.
Yeah. Mattresses don't last as long as the bed or the bed spring.
No, the bed and the box generally, last you 30, 40
Yeah.
years. The mattress,
Yeah.
you need to replace every 8 to 10.
Oh, hell, I had a bed that was over 20 years old, and it slept better when it got 20 years old than it did when it was new.
How did you manage to find one of those?
I don't know. It cost an arm and a leg when I first bought it. There wasn't no way I was going to throw it away after 4 or 5, 10 years. It's like, jeez, wasted money. I do know one thing. I do not like feather beds, mattress. No.
Drive assist off.
Those pin feather thingy bobbers poke you here, there, yonder, and it's like, Jesus. Okay. Ta-da, I'm done. I'm sitting at 98,000.
Wow.
That's a lot.
I mean, I'm not done for the night. I'm just done unloading. I gotta rest my hand before I fly back, or I'll crash my ship.
Back to the main menu. Back to solo play.
But you guys know me. The CGs, it's like just barely get in there and call it good. But this one is just too damn tempting.
Well, that's the reason I'm actually spending time on it, is because I know it's so tempting. So other people are just going to push the stuff up.
And you're scared you're
Yeah.
going to be pushed out?
I don't want to be pushed out. Correct.
Oh, the other one took off here a little bit too.
Uh-huh.
It's up to 500 million, the top 10 commanders. But I'm sitting pretty good in that. Okay. I think I'm done. I better make sure I emptied everything. Yeah, nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing. Oh, jeez. Glad I looked.
Now that's interesting.
What?
My mouse is working considerably better without that piece on. Okay, maybe... that's odd. That's just a side panel though, what the hell? Oh well.
May have been dragging. I don't know. All I know is that you crap about your mouse more than anybody else I know in the world.
Well, I can't say that. Thank you.
What?
I have a lovely wife.
Well, hello there,
She,
wifey.
she brought me goodies.
That's
Ooh,
nice
goody,
of her.
goody, goodies. I'll be right back. I'm going for coffee before I start this next trip.
She spoils me, Rod, and I love it.
I hope you tell her you love her often. Then.
That is, I do, but not often enough.
Mm.
I need to do more often. But yeah, the security system I've been working week after week after week. My God, I've been working on this thing for like 2 months, trying to get it in. And, you know, I finally got all the wires into the attic, one wire within arm's reach of the camera location, and
So that's
the others
what you've
making
been
their way.
working on up there? It's a security system?
Yep.
You have a lot of people
We-
breaking in through the attic or something?
Let's just say we're not that far from a bad section of the next city over.
Okay.
So we, from time to time, have imported violence and imported break-ins and stuff like that. So we like to have a security system, right?
Okay, fair enough.
We've been lucky so far. Our house has...
My security system is a sword. Some people use a gun. I mean...
I can just see
Some
Philip
people
with
have
his
a
word.
dog.
Yeah, hold still, you son of a bitch.
Some people have a dog. I mean...
I have 4-pound throwing axes.
There you go.
I have a 9mm that I can step back a long ways and shoot anybody. And if I don't want to do that, I get a 410 shotgun. And if I really want to reach out there and touch somebody, I get a 30-06 with a scope.
Oh, Jesus.
Reach out and touch somebody.
Violators will be shot. Survivors will be shot again. Yeah.
Well, it's just like my doormat says. It says, if you came here to cause problems, remember this. Before you even attempt to do anything nefarious, make sure that you're right with God, because I'm giving you a one-way ticket to see him.
When we first moved into this house in 2004, there was a problem house on the street that had been shut down by the police. And
that kind of problem, huh?
They never shut them down. You got stragglers. Oh, no. Yeah, it's you got stragglers that'll still come to that house.
Yep.
Either not knowing or not caring.
Looking for a hit.
Yeah, and one of those threw a rock through my window at the back of my head when I was sitting here in my office playing video games. Luckily, they hit the crossbar in the window, and so it missed, although I did get covered with glass shards. And I asked the officer what I should do if this should happen in the future. And he took a look at the weapons that I have hanging on the wall behind me and said, go ahead and use them, we'll deal with the paperwork. Live free or die.
Oh, it's just like this. A rock is
a law.
A rock is you mean the Castle Doctrine?
Yeah.
Castle Doctrine is alive and well in the state of New Hampshire. Yep.
Oh yeah, it is. That's right. You're in New Hampshire. Yep.
Well, in Oklahoma, the Castle Doctrine is with you. So if you're in your car, or you're at your business, or if you're at your house, the Castle Doctrine is in effect. Cool. And then they passed a law the other day that if BLM or Antifa block the road and you feel threatened, you have every right to run through them to feel safe.
Yep. Great law.
Well, not quite those words, but
no, yeah.
If you feel like you're threatened, you will not be charged with any kind of injury to somebody or a death to somebody.
Yep.
For the simple fact they shouldn't have been there in the first place. And it's like, I keep remembering
Yep.
what my dad used to tell me. Lynn, don't play in the road. You're going
Yep.
to get run over.
Yeah, whatever happened to people's parents telling them that? Because they clearly, no one ever told these BMO people that.
Well, actually, if you go look on any state records, the DOT has a law stating that if you block a highway, that's a federal offense.
Yes.
If it's a state or interstate.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why they don't go out there and just arrest the herd and throw them in jail and charge them $1,000 fine.
Same reason a lot of the DAs are just letting people out and refuse to prosecute them.
A bunch of liberal hacks.
Yep.
But you let Trace jaywalk, I'm sure they would
Wait,
throw
what the
a
hell
fine at him.
happened?
You went offline.
Damn, I exited. Come on. Bloody hell.
Oopsie.
You
it's
exited the
constant.
game instead
Oh.
of just
Yeah.
I done it. Don't worry
So-
about it. Hell, I've been in the battles in the arena getting ready to do CQC, and it's like, where the hell am I?
So the direct quote from the officer is that if someone is doing a crime on your property, drop them. We'll deal with the paperwork later.
Yeah. Get it?
It doesn't have to be threatening me. If they are committing any sort of crime on my property, I can drop them.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the officers around here tell me, Lynn, you live so far out in the county, it takes us 30 minutes just to get to you. Anything can happen in 30 minutes.
Yep.
You got to protect yourself until we get there.
Yep.
Because he said if we're in the south part of the county, it's 30 minutes. I said, okay. And they were like, what do you mean? Okay. And I said, open hunting season. And they just kind of look at me and I said, well, I'm not going to hunt anybody. They're going to have to come here.
Yep.
And then I heard, Biden says, well, shoot him in the leg. Bullshit.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Yep.
I'm not going
Do
to
you
try
know
and
how
trick
hard-
shot.
Do you know how hard it is to shoot somebody in the arm or leg?
Yeah.
Your best bet is aim for the mass.
Yep.
Center of body mass. Yep.
Yep.
Don't headshot because that's even harder.
Yep.
When they say, well, he was shot in the back of the head, and I was like, that was a lucky shot.
See, the
He
people
was at a point blank.
people who make these silly statements act like everyone's like a trick shooter. And they can actually not only do that all the time, but do it under pressure all the time. It's like,
Or do it running.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It,
It's not like
it-
people are
it-
standing still.
it don't. Yeah, and that's another thing. You know, he's wanting to do away with, this and that and this and that. And it's like I tell folks, I said, do you think the criminals and the drug cartels are going to give up their guns?
Yeah, exactly.
I said,
Well,
if you
just-
think they give a shit what Biden says, you're nuts. They would actually enjoy it because then
Yeah.
we're all unarmed. It's open season.
Target-rich environment.
Yep.
Yeah,
What's what happened in Australia?
yeah.
Oh, something recently happened in Australia? Good.
No, this was a number of years ago.
When they took their guns away, they bought them back. And it's like, how can you buy something back that you didn't buy in the first place?
They had a gun repurchase program by the state in Australia, and because there was a gigantic massacre, and they televised it so much and made it look so horrific that a large number of the people who owned guns turned their guns in, and the next thing you know, the violent crime rate went through the roof because
Yep.
everybody, the criminals didn't do that. Only the law-abiding citizens,
Yeah.
and so they.
And it
It was
wasn't a
a,
law-abiding citizen that did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Target-rich environment. I
let's
mean,
see,
the
a
criminals had a
criminal-
heyday.
A criminal did something, so let's punish the law-abiding citizens for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Well,
sense.
that's like the idiot that went in and shot the massage parlor. people.
Mm.
He was on FBI's wanted radar.
Yeah,
He'd
should
been
not have
reported a year before.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, it's like if our FBI would stop trying to convict people of bullshit
Yep.
and actually do their job and
Oh, no,
stop
they don't
getting
want-
in the political arena.
They won't want to do that. They want to make all guns illegal for everyone first.
Yeah, well, they
You
can.
know, it's.
But here's the kicker. The politicians themselves who are trying to be anti-gun also have guns. It's like, hello.
And higher armed security.
Yeah,
Hello.
Yeah,
that
they
too.
can hire 2 or 3 big bad boys carrying guns around to protect their ass.
Yeah.
What I love about it is it's now coming to fruition. I knew it would, but I never opened my mouth and said anything because, you know, everybody's already got their little
Yeah.
P's and Q's. But January 6th at the Capitol building where they were saying all this crap and everything.
Yeah.
See, I'm a realistic person. I look at 360 degrees of a thing before I ever open my mouth to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched the hearings, and every time they'd open their mouth and they'd show a video clip or a news article or something, I'd say, okay, where is the Capitol, inside and outside the Capitol building, live footage? There's a
Yeah.
camera in every corner. There's nothing that happens in that building that isn't on a video
I know.
with sound.
Yeah.
Not in the rotunda, not in the chambers, not in the halls. The only place there is no cameras is
Yep.
in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Or maybe in the personal offices of some.
No, there's cameras in there too, I assure you.
Well, I've really not been in them, but I have been in the Capitol building. I've walked the halls and I went to the chambers and stuff on a tour.
Yep.
And every time I glanced up, there was
Yep.
a camera. And I'm sitting there going, release the Capitol footage. Release the outside,
they
release
won't.
the inside.
Because
No, they won't,
it
because
would go
it
against
isn't
their narrative.
There you go.
They want to make it look as bad as possible. It's like what's her face saying how she felt threatened when she wasn't even in the Capitol building.
Oh, you're talking
yeah,
about my
Cortez.
sweetheart,
Yeah, AOC.
AOC, who didn't even know what a garbage disposal was used for. Or
Yeah,
there were 3
exactly.
branches of government. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
my
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm done. No
Yep.
politics.
Yep.
Can't have politics.
Nope.
Although Elite's getting pretty political. If you read some of their Galnet articles,
Yeah, it is.
it's like, just let me fly in peace. Coming into the crash site.
Okay, one of my materials is full.
What?
What happened? Lynn?
Well, I was coming into the crash site, and all of a sudden it says it's on the back of the planet. But I'm down here. Oh, there it is. It was over the hill. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sometimes it does that.
No line of sight, yeah.
Yeah, well, I have seen it where it shows that you're coming in on it, and then all of a sudden it pops to the back, and then you have to come out of it and go up and all around. And I thought it done it to me, and I was like, I never had it happen this close to the ground before, though. Okay, where's my beacons? There's the beacon. Okay, beacon.
How many more? Atypical encryption archives at 150. Adaptive encryptors capture at 100. Oh, I think I'm done.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're done.
Now it's off to
Where's my ship?
no man's land. Sitting in his no man's land.
This time I didn't even lose my ship. It's still here.
Knock on wood, I haven't had that problem yet.
Oh, I do it because I got the button for
Oh, you
distance
mean-
ship.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're talking about now.
So it's right next to another button I have to hit,
Yeah.
and I sometimes miss.
Mhm.
And I'm like, well, there goes my ship. And then a few minutes later, I'll hit it again. Here comes back my ship. There goes my ship. Here comes back my ship. Galaxy map.
I'm down. And she's down, down, down.
Ring of Fire. Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I met that man.
Oh, did you?
Yep. He had a lot of friends over here at Welch, Oklahoma. That's where
Oh,
he used to
yep.
hang out if he wasn't singing.
Yep.
I've met a few famous people.
Yeah, but I bet you didn't do it like this in an old school auditorium with a potluck dinner.
Nope. Retract landing gear.
I mean, you couldn't have got any more redneck or hillbilly if you'd have tried. Oh, gosh. Him and June Carter.
I met Mr. George Sumner of George Sumner and the Stamps. At one point, he was the Guinness Book of World Records deepest singing male voice. He's since been
Yeah.
surpassed in that.
Oh,
He's-
yeah.
He is also the man famous for saying, Elvis has left the building.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
That was one of George Sumner and the Stamps opened every concert for Elvis,
Okay.
and George Sumner was the one responsible for saying that
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
at every concert.
Well, he definitely
So-
made an impression. Because that saying's still around
God.
and live.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
And,
he-
boy, you bring up some bad memories, man.
Sorry.
I remember, I remember standing in line in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Elvis was coming to Tulsa, and I was standing in line to get tickets to his concert, which was going to be like the next month. And I was next to run up to buy my ticket when it was
It
announced
sold
that
out.
Elvis had died.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh. Yikes. What a bad way to
And I
hear
went
that.
ahead, and I thought, you know what the hell? I got
What?
up there, and the lady says, we're not selling no more. And I said, I'm here to buy a ticket to Elvis Presley's show. And she said, didn't you hear he passed away? And I said, that's even more reason for me wanting to buy the damn ticket.
Yep.
I said, his band and him will get a percentage of it, or his estate will get a percentage of it.
Engage.
So I got a ticket here somewhere in the drawer. And it was the first time I'd ever seen him. You know, I thought, well, he's close, so I'm gonna go.
Yep.
And then the damn fool
You still
dies.
have the ticket?
I absolutely do.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that doesn't
That's,
surprise me.
That's probably an extremely valuable ticket.
I have a photo of Joe Montana autographed by him.
Oh, cool.
We had the same back surgeon.
Uh-huh.
That's an
And George
interesting way
Brett.
to meet someone.
George Brett, the baseball player,
Yep.
I met him in the office too. Him and I had the same knee surgeon. Met more celebrities trying to get parts of my body put back together than I ever did just being out in the real world.
Are you a millionaire that I don't know about? paying for some
No.
overpriced surgeons or something?
No, they don't go
No.
to overpriced surgeons. They just go to the best ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
The best
And
ones
my
are not
insurance paid
necessarily
for
the
it.
most.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Engage.
I'm not a millionaire, but I'm well off, and I don't have to work another day as long as I live.
One of the physicians I had was also a physician for several of the local sports folks.
Yeah.
Never met any of them in his office, but
Well, I would have thought they'd have been, kind of after hours or something. I was the first one there and was there, in the office at probably 45 minutes before time because he asked me to come in early. And wasn't nobody in the waiting room. And I sat down, and pretty soon this guy walks in, and I thought, damn, he looks familiar.
engage.
He sits down there, and I looked at him and then looked at the magazine I was looking at, looked back over at him, looked back at the magazine. And he said, you think you know me, don't you? I said, you got a familiar face. That's all I'm going to say. He said, you like football? And I said, absolutely. He said, who's your favorite team? And I told him. He said, well, I happen to be their quarterback. And I turned around here and fully looked him right square in the eye. And I said, oh, well, the shoulder pads and no helmet kind of throwed me off. And he looked at me and just laughed. He says, what are you here for? And I said, well, I'd like to say we're here just to meet football players. But I said, I got 5 ruptured discs in my back. And he said, this doctor here put me back together. He said, I broke my back playing football. And I said, yeah, I remember that. He said, this doctor's a good doctor. He said, he fixed my back and I went back to playing football. So that should tell you how good he is. And I said, yeah. I said, I do think there's a couple of dollar signs between me and you, though. And he said, he's not here for the money. He said he likes the money, but he's not here for the money.
Engage.
And I said, I'll take your word for it. And he said, he'll do you good. I said, okay. And then the guy come out and says, hey, Joe. He said, hey. And he went back in there, and I was like, okay, well.
Yep.
We'll see. He fixed it. But like you said, you have to keep up and keep working on it, because once you go in there and fix it, it's never the same. So
Yep.
He said they'll last about a year to 5 years, depending on how hard you are on them. And I said, yeah, I know you can't talk about potions, but how many times did Mr. Montana come in here? And he said, more than you and I know. He said, that boy's hard on his back. And I said, I bet. I said, all it takes is a couple of them defense tackles. Yep, there you go. Well, I sit there with my back.
Engage. Yep. Well, like I said, I've met a few sports folks. I've met a few singers. This, that, and the other thing. Ran into oh jeez, what the heck's his name? Ran into an actor climbing a mountain.
Oh yeah, I think you're the one. Yeah.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say the zombie guy.
Yeah. Ran into Woody and his bodyguard up the mountain. I think he was surprised that, he obviously realized I recognized who he was, and I just gave him a nod and kept going, because, that's etiquette on the mountain.
Well, not only that, but, he's a human being, too. He's entitled to his, his privacy.
It's time out. Yep. I think he was just surprised that I just said, have a good day.
Yeah.
He gave me the funniest, have a good day. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I've seen. They get mobbed so bad they have to change their hours of when they do stuff.
Yeah. So used to
I mean, it
getting
used
the
to.
camera shoved in their faces and
Well, it used to annoy
everywhere
the hell
else.
out of me. Just if you were around when Elvis Presley was alive, he couldn't go to the store. He couldn't go for a walk in the park.
Yep.
He couldn't do
Yep.
anything.
Not dressed how he dresses, that's for sure. He needs to
Well, he couldn't
go
even dress in
in
jeans and a
disguise.
t-shirt. Yeah, he'd have to. Yeah, but it's like I've met him in public, and I've had a few of them say, "Well, you're not like the
Yeah, because
typical
you're not
fan,"
like
and
fawning over him
yeah,
and everything.
yeah, yeah, give him a nod and go on.
Yep.
Yeah, they're entitled. Hell, I met
Plus-
Hillary Clinton twice.
Mm.
I met her once when her husband was still the governor of Arkansas right before his presidential run. And then I met her in D.C. at the Capitol building. She was the senator of New York.
Yep.
And even though it was like 5 years difference from the time, or 4 years, 4 or 5 years difference between the time to time, my opinion of her never changed.
Disengage.
She's a cold-hearted bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
That she is.
William Jefferson, Billy, came to our job site in Hot Springs, Arkansas to bless it, christen it, whatever you want to call it, to open it up. It was a big thing. He walks out there. He's got a polo shirt on and jeans. He's smiling at everybody, waving at everybody. Here comes Hillary behind him in a black pantsuit.
You get the theme from Jaws going.
Yeah, I mean, she was like she could be anywhere in the world but here, and she'd be totally happy. But anyway, they walked by us and all that stuff, and I had my hard hat on it, and I have long hair down to my waist, but I've got it put up underneath my hard hat, so you can't tell. If I cross my arms over my chest, you can't tell if I'm one of the guys or one of the girls, especially with sunglasses and stuff on, and mud and concrete and everything else. But anyways, he was like, "Wow, this bridge looks awesome," and then she's like, "Bill," or no, she calls him William. "I'm ready to go." He said, "Oh, just a minute." And he came around and was introduced to all the crew, and he got up there and is doing his little thing, and it's my turn, and my superintendent says, "This is our crane operator, Lynn." And his eyes got as big as silver dollars. And he said, "Lynn?" And I said, "Yeah."
That doesn't sound like a man's voice.
And he said, "You're a girl." And I said, I just busted out laughing. I said, "What gave you what gave me away? What was the first clue?"
Oh, God.
And he spent 30 minutes sitting there talking to me. He said, "Can I have a picture with you?" And I said, "I'd have to talk to my publicist about that."
God. I love it.
And he says, "What do you mean?" And I said, and then my boss said, "Yeah," he said, "everybody treats her like the great white buffalo."
Oh,
he said, "Well, I've been everywhere, or a lot of places, I would think. And she's the first female bridge construction worker, crane operator I have ever met." And Hillary's about 4 steps behind him, just rolling her eyes. And I said, "Yeah, some people can't just wear black pantsuits and act like a bitch all the time."
Oh man, the jump point is behind the gas giant now.
And Bill's eyes twinkled, and he says, "No, they can't, can they?" Thank goodness.
That's hilarious.
But anyways, then like I said, 4 years later, I seen her. She was on the floor, and she was a senator. She was on the floor, and she looked up. I was up in the gallery, looking down, and she looked at me. She looked at me, and then she looked back at her papers, and she looked back up at me again, and then she just smiled, and I thought, surely you don't recognize me. But yeah, she's a cold-hearted woman. I mean, I'm hard, and I'm tough, but she just, yeah, humanity left her a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really getting to be annoying.
What's
What?
wrong?
My eye tracker is misbehaving rather badly.
Oh, you don't need eye
Are you
trackers.
tired?
Yeah, it's because I'm tired. My eyes are kind of drooping, so it's like jumping
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Does it every time I get too tired. So
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, this is hell. You know, it's some of the. You know, hell, I met Don Rickles or
that
Nichols
must have been a
Rickles.
hoot.
Oh,
That
oh,
must
he
have
was,
been a hoot.
he was an annoying asshole, just like he was on TV.
I wish I'd gone down into Boston the day Shaq was just hanging around on the benches at Faneuil Hall.
Yeah. I was at Las Vegas, and I was walking into the Aladdin because they have a full sculpture made of ivory of the Taj Mahal under glass. You can't touch it or anything. But I was going to look at it because, I'd always heard about the Taj Mahal as I was growing up in history and stuff. And I was getting ready to go through the doors. Well, I went in, and he was coming out, and he ran right smack dab into my chest.
Of course
And I
he did.
And I said, "Excuse me." And he said, "Yes, excuse you."
Oh,
And I-
shit.
And I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
I was like, what? And then I just shook my head. You know, I was like, I'm not gonna get into it, this guy. So I just took a step over and started to go again. Well, he steps in front of me,
What an asshole.
and we run into each other again. And I said, "Excuse me." He said, "Excuse you." And I looked up, and I seen who he was, and he just had this, I don't know, it's just kind of like a belligerent look on it. So I stepped over another big, large step out of his way and started to move, and he stepped in front of me again, and I said, "Will you please get out of the road?" And he said, "Well, what will you?" And I said, "If you'll get the fuck out of my road, I'll get the fuck out of yours."
What?
And he said, "You don't know who I am." I said, "I absolutely know who you are."
You're
And I
an
said, "You're just
asshole.
a bigger jerk in real. You're just a bigger jerk in real life as you are on TV."
Yeah.
And he just grins real big, and he says, "Well, that's a first." And I just, I
You
just kind
should
of
have
looked.
said, well, it won't be the last.
Anyways, I just kind of circled around him and had him where he was on the outside and I was on the inside. And I said, I would say have a good day, but I'd be thinking that'd be stepping a little bit over me being
Polite.
forgiving.
Yeah.
And he said, "I've never had this happen before." And I said, "What the hell are you?" He said, "Everybody, they always recognize me, and they always want my autograph, and they always want a picture took. I said, "I don't want shit from you except you out of my road." And he just cackled. He just cackled. And I said, "God, you must be crazy." And he says, "Yeah, people tell me that." But I shook my head and went on in and was taking pictures of the Taj Mahal and stuff. And pretty soon, one of the concierge, or whatever you want to call the people in the suits and stuff that walk around, walks up there and he says, "Excuse me, ma'am." And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Did you happen to bump into Mr. Wrinkles at the door?" And I said, "Yes." And he says, "Oh, okay." So he has this big bag, and he hands it to me. And I said, "What the hell is this?" And he said, "From Mr. Eccles." He said he wanted to say thank you for such an entertaining time at the door. And I said, "You're kidding me, right?"
Boy,
And so I looked inside.
you know
I looked inside there. I looked inside there. There's tickets to a play. There's dinner tickets to some fancy restaurant, and there's some vouchers to play the casino games and stuff. And I was like, "Is this guy for real? What the hell?"
he has it
It's
so easy that anything to
no,
break
no.
up
It's
Jim.
actually so. It's so rare for one of those guys to be treated as a human
Mm.
that they tend to like. That reality check. That's really thank you. Um, he really meant it.
Well, it's. I even told the concierge. I said, "I think he's crazy. Has anybody did a welfare check on him or anything?" So I
Well,
got
they
to
just
see. So I got to see a complimentary show. Got to have a beautiful steak. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Stop talking
And
about
then played.
steaks.
And then went and played. A few of the game. So my trip to, and I still got the ticket stubs and stuff from that. But no, I didn't get a picture of him. I didn't want a picture. I was too busy.
Yep. It surprises the hell out of them when someone just treats them as a person rather than, "Ooh, Mr. Celebrity, sir."
Eh,
Yeah.
hell, I
It's one of
treated
the
people. You know who I treated the ah
Who?
the ah person in my life
that.
was Red Adair. You know who Red Adair is, right? The guy that used
Nope.
to put out all the oil well fires.
Oh,
Ah, okay.
John Wayne even made a movie about him, the Hell Cats.
Yep.
I met him
Oh,
at a
nice.
job site because we had run across an old gas well, not a line, but a gas well.
okay.
Oh God. Okay, that could have
And
been bad. Easy.
and they had just covered it up.
Uh,
Had covered it up with dirt and shit. And I uncovered it with the dozer, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta go down another 2 foot. That means I gotta take that thing out." And I don't know if it's still alive or not. So he came down there and he checked it out and everything, and he was there, and it was like awe-inspiring because I had followed him because before I went into bridge construction, I thought about going, get trained and go to work for him.
Mm.
But and then after he worked on that one job site, he gave me his card and he says, "If you're ever in need of a job," he said, "let me know."
Oh wow. Must have impressed him.
Just details.
Mm.
I kept, like I said, I kept diaries and stuff of everything that happened, how deep, how whatever on drilling and stuff. And
mm.
he said, "You can't hardly find people that do that anymore." He said, "The paperwork
Meticulous
always
attention
sucks."
to detail.
Yeah. But, it was really, and the stories he told, oh my God. Whether they were true or not, I don't know, but they sure did sound good.
Yeah.
But he came out there and he brought his crew out there, and they set charges around it, and had all their equipment in case it was live that they could put it out again, and they blowed the damn thing up. He asked me, he says, "How far do you got to go?" And I said, "I actually need to go 2.5 feet below here." He said, 2.5 feet. He said, "If I gave you 4 feet, that should be enough clearing, right?" And I said, "Oh, absolutely. That gives me 2 feet of bag filling. Yeah, that'd be perfect." It's okay. And he said, if you need more, he said it'll be, it's a done deal. It's gone. So he said you could dig it out. There won't be no danger. And I said, that's cool. So he blowed it up, blowed it down, and this is how good the man was. He gave me forfeit.
Exactly.
Exactly forfeit.
Uh-huh.
And I was like drooling, going, that's precision. In rock and dirt and shit, that is precision. You got my attention, buddy.
Hey, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
Oh, tell Anthony get on Steam.
Yeah. We're chatting on Steam, Anthony.
Yeah, I've been around, but it's not in the roundabout crowds that you run around in. But anyway, that's enough reminiscing. Get me to missing bridges.
I still remember the interview before I actually met George Sumner. The interview was in this big, stadium type of thing, and he goes down. The guy asked him to hit one of the low notes. Oh my God! Just rattled my bones.
Yeah.
Felt like he was shaking, shaking my skeletal frame apart, and he's just doing it with his voice. And it's just like, oh my God. That was just, wow. And I think there's a couple of guys now that are singing that go down below where he could reach.
Does Josh Turner go lower than him?
Yes.
How about the group? Oh God, I can't remember his individual name. Home Free.
Yes.
Wow.
Avi goes lower than him. Josh goes lower than him. And I can't remember the guy on Home Free. Those three, all three of them go 2 notes lower than he can reach.
All I can tell you about the guy that in Home Free is about 6 foot tall and has shoulder length brown hair, and has a mustache and a little bit of a chin beard. Other than that,
and he's able to use all 4 low note techniques. There's 4 different techniques to go low, and they have different sound qualities, and he can use all 4.
Wow.
And he gets down to, I believe it's either a C or a D0, which is just like, holy fuck, that's low.
Yeah.
The 3 of them. Yeah, every time I see a thing coming out, it's always the 3 of them.
Yeah.
For competing for low notes.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, and they keep getting deeper.
Oh yeah. I seen the guy for Home Free. I seen him sit there and go so low that he busted out both their big ass speakers they got. He busted them.
Yeah, he blew the woofers completely. They were at a concert once, and he stepped down low, and you just watch him explode in front of him.
Yeah. And then the guy that sings tenor in their group says, "Well, there goes another set of speakers."
Yeah, their songs need to come with a speaker warning because he does hit speaker shredding notes. Amazing voice.
Yeah, I love their rendition of the Ring of Fire. I don't know if you've ever heard it from Home Free.
Yep, I've heard that. It's really
what I like about it is there's no instruments accompanying them. Their music and their instruments is them making the noise with their mouth.
Yep. Their beatboxer is one of the best in the business.
Yeah.
But he's, I believe, the brother of the guy who started the band.
Could be. Okay, let me check the inventory. I've been sitting here gossiping like a little girl. Oh, hell, it's time to go trade down. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, back up. Oh, did run over something. Up and over. Oh, I sent Babooski an invite to Skype since that's his name, Booski,
Oops.
whatever the hell it is.
Okay.
Let's see, what's his name? Boosky. Boosky. Whatever that is. Knowing him, there's no telling.
Yeah.
There's no telling what his reasoning behind it was.
No.
And I don't want to know.
I don't even remember why I chose the one I chose.
What?
A Trice Majestus.
I chose mine because it's my dadgum name. You can't forget it. It's your name. But anywho, yeah, but I am amazed at Odyssey because all the big dogs, they're still not doing hardly any videos of it. You catch one every once in a while, but I seen where Astro, instead of doing anything in Odyssey, just took a dadgum SRV of 1,000 or 10,000, whatever, up and dropped it onto the planet to see if it blow up or not. And I'm like, why are they doing this?
Well, he did that because he had a game bug happen, which had him landed at 1 kilometer in the air.
Yeah.
And so he decided, oh, well, here's a great opportunity to see if an SRV can fly.
Yep. It's
And so it's one of those opportunity things.
Mars
And
had
no one thought he was on the ground at an altitude of minus 1 kilometer.
Wow.
So basically, he was in the planet, but it said he was
Yeah.
above it. So he was completely in a screwed up situation.
Well, that's kind of like mine.
Yep.
Mine said I was above it, but I was actually under it.
Yep. And so how he ended up getting out of it was rather interesting. He deployed the SRV, dismissed the ship, and then blew up his SRV. And that put him in orbit.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, but he was even more dead than you were because he couldn't take off on his ship. It was stuck. It had no controls active.
Well, me too.
Well, you got out by just
Boosting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't even do that.
Well, it works for me, but that don't mean nothing.
Mars tried to do a stream today, and they were trying to do its actual storyline event thing, and the stupid game crashed for no reason, and basically he just stopped the stream like 5 minutes afterwards. So
Oh, there I'm going. I had to stop and think where I'm going.
Boy, it takes forever to unload these things.
yeah.
You at Nano Man?
Yep.
Well, I got smart and with this trader and stuff. I just use Jumponium and just jump every one. Saves me 2 jumps total.
Well, I'm now at 15,000
Cool.
and climbing.
You
So I'm solidly in the top 25.
you were at 8, right? So you
Yeah,
should be
I
20
got plenty.
something.
Yeah, well, probably by the time I get done, I will.
Yeah, that's what I mean. When you're done with
I'm still I'm still got 55 grade 5s left.
yeah.
Well, if we figured it up last night, you can go 12 to 17,000 in a load, depending on how you trade at the material trader before you go back for your last load.
Right.
You can, if you run a good one, you can get 17,770.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Oh yeah. Why do you think I've been jumping up so high?
I've been getting 14 on my better runs, and I'm pretty happy with that.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be over 17.
If you use the trader, you will.
Yeah.
If if you whatchamacallit, even without the trader, if you just got full on 5s and the 4, you'll get over 10k out of this, and
Yeah,
you
you
were
get
8,
you
so
get no. If you do it, just the 4s and the 5s, you get exactly. I had it wrote down. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, I computed it out yesterday. I know exactly how much I
Yeah, I
should be
wrote
getting.
it. Yeah, I wrote it down. It was 12,450, just 4 and 5.
Yep.
But if you just go to the trader, you can up it by 5,000.
I just hate it once I get down to, I only have one row of materials left, which means I could only do 300 every time I go around the menus.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, do, 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 do.
Oh, you're in grade 5. That's 3 for 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 30 in grade 5. There's 30 trips through that menu.
Yeah.
Just for shits and grins and do something, I counted how many trips does it take to empty this.
you have nothing better to do when you're doing this, so
He said that explains why y'all sounded so good. Yeah, come on and speak to us. You said if we ever got on Steam, you could come in there and chat if you're at work.
Yeah, he's probably got the Steam client on his phone, which allows him to
Yeah.
chat.
I sent you an invite.
Oh, thank you.
Uh,
Oh, my wife brought some more goodies over.
oh, she's lovely.
Yeah.
Tell her, by
Well,
Molly, where's our goodies?
yeah.
well, she brought over the snacks that I use when I'm working.
Oh, yeah.
That way she doesn't eat them.
Oh, well, that's a good reason.
And then she buys them specifically for me sometimes. And so, she takes very good care of me.
Yeah, it's like I got a pecan pie sitting in there. I need to go take care of it in a minute.
Got a what?
Pecan pie. Pecan, pecan, whatever you
Oh,
call it.
pecan. Ah, pecan pie.
You know,
I can't have those anymore.
Why?
Too much sugar.
Really?
Can you eat honey?
In very, very small amounts.
Okay.
I love honey. I wish I could eat it by the bowl.
Well, I was trying to figure out something that you could use besides the sugar, you know. Usually you can substitute
Sugar
ins-
for honey. Yeah.
honey
Yep.
for sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got to the point where the pecan pie tastes so sweet that I literally can't stomach it anymore.
Yeah, well, if you use the honey, you use less of it and no sugar, so it probably wouldn't be so sweet to you.
Oh, that may be true. But I'm the only one in the house could eat it then. But
Oh,
Uh,
well, that sucks.
yep, yeah, it's gotten to the point. We have a family pie recipe that I'm the only one in the current generation that knows how to make. My brother and I are the only ones in the current generation that can actually eat it anymore.
really?
Which, yep, it is approximately 800 calories per slice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cheesecake.
It is a vanilla custard cream pie with a chocolate cookie crust.
Ooh.
Oh.
That sounds good.
And the particular variant of it that my family um, makes is the rarer of the varieties of it that you can find on the internet.
Okay.
It's called a Bavarian cream pie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've
you were
heard
talking.
of it
That's that
before.
one. Yeah, that's the one you gotta let it cook or ferment or cheese. You gotta do something special
Has,
to it.
has to set overnight twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you
Uh,
talking about that.
Yep. And most of the Bavarian cream pie recipes you see out there are from
Yeah.
other chefs that made a kind of a knockoff of this
Oh,
particular
okay.
chef's recipe. And what they do is they make a custard pie and put whipped cream over the top of it,
Mm.
which is not
Yeah.
what this is.
Yeah.
Right.
And so the only people who know how to make this pie are ones that are descended from apprentices of a particular chef from France. And I'm lucky enough to have that recipe.
Mm.
Um, I have modified it to make it with other flavorings.
Oh, okay.
Um, creme de menthe is a favorite. Um, so I can make a lovely creme de menthe pie with this. Can also make it
Okay.
with just about any flavored liquor you want. Um, it's just you have to.
Put something like Black House in it.
I don't know what Black House is.
Oh no?
No.
It's a very unique taste in liquor.
I've heard of Black Forest.
No,
Yeah.
Black House.
But you have to experiment with it.
Mm.
The vanilla, it's 3 teaspoons to properly flavor it. Creme de menthe is a tablespoon.
Okay.
So because you have to overcome, vanilla works with egg. Creme de menthe does not. Coffee liqueur does not. Kahlua does not. So you have to use more of the liqueur. Um, takes a bit of experimentation.
Mm.
Um, Back when I was, I'd been out of college a few years, I experimented with a bunch of different liqueurs and noted down the changes to the recipe necessary to make them work.
Mm.
The creme de menthe one came out very, very well. I liked that one.
Yeah.
There was one party they had at the apartment I was renting at one point, where one of the people in there decided to throw this big party, and so I made 6 different versions of the pie
Mm.
just to see which ones would go first.
Yeah.
The vanilla went very early. Creme de menthe followed it in second place. I still had coffee left over at the end of the night. Then there's another one that came down from the same chef, which is a chiffon type pie. Most common variant that we had when we were younger was coffee chiffon, but you can do it with anything that you can flavor a gelatin with.
Mm-hmm. Orange, lemon,
Take anything,
cherry.
literally
Yeah.
anything. It's basically a whipped cream and gelatin pie.
Yeah.
Much lighter on the calories than the coffee chiffon.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, the Bavarian cream. So, it's a much lighter pie.
I usually make a chocolate cheesecake, but it's one of them. It's so rich. It's so rich that even a little sliver of it's almost too much, and it's got a chocolate ganache on top of it and stuff, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, the hard part with the Bavarian cream is it takes 3 days to make and goes bad in 2.
Oh.
So you basically have to have that overnight set the day, overnight to the day of when you plan to start eating it, because
Open up a shop.
Wow.
too much work. The amount of work that it takes. No. No.
I see it's now online. Oh hell.
Yeah, but it says he can't talk over the Steam app on the phone, which is too bad.
But he's ringing me.
Why is he ringing you?
Some of his friends. Oh, it says you don't have the latest Steam client there, Anthony.
Install a new Steam.
I'll try to invite him. Let's see. I better pay attention. Hell, I'm coming in to land.
At least you don't lose materials when you blow up. So it's all good.
Something just changed.
Yeah.
Hello!
Hey.
Yo.
We have an Anthony.
Yeah.
Told you could get on here. You just had to work at it.
No. It's just so happened I have my laptop at work.
Well, that's good.
I never took my laptop.
It said at your phone that you needed to upload the newest client.
You know what? I'm gonna check that out.
It says the person you're trying to invite seems to need. I knew. Yeah. Upload the
Yeah,
latest client.
yeah, I'll check it out. See if my cell phone is up to date.
But at least now we can talk to you. Hey, get in here,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yeah,
What?
that's a
25,
lot of
20
credits to her.
top 25 is close to $1 billion now.
You talk about the credits that you're gonna get?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Top 10 commanders, $2 billion. Top 10% is $1,400,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's getting up there.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna chase the credits, but I just can't. I can't.
Yeah.
Can't with a clear conscience turn that down. Not when I'm 2 loads away from it.
Price. When I turned on the stream and started listening to the stream tonight,
Yeah.
y'all was sounding, all of y'all was crystal clear. I'm like, what's going on? Why is they so crystal clear this time? And when y'all said Steam, I said, oh, no wonder.
Yep.
Well, we're logging in and out so much
Yeah.
that we did what you and I did the other night.
Right.
That you snored in my ear.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, we had a good laugh at it later.
You might have thought it was
I was
funny,
gone.
but I thought that there was aliens around me there for a minute. It's like, Jesus.
Liz said, hey, it scared the heck out of me. Woke right up. Like, huh?
The other thing I like about going through Steam is it doesn't clip the high and low as much as the radio algorithm on Elite does.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah.
Not
have
even
Don't do what?
It's much truer sound going through.
Okay. I'll have to
The
check that out.
Elite
Well,
Dangerous one has more of a walkie-talkie like sound.
Yeah.
To it.
Tinny.
I think it was done back then intentionally.
Yeah, it was.
Yes,
to
it
make
was.
it sound like a radio.
Mm-hmm. I guess
But
it's for the immersion of the game.
But even
Yep.
now, on Elite, listening to Philip, some of his words I wasn't understanding.
Mm-hmm.
But since we're on Steam, he's so much clearer that, yeah, I can understand what the hell he's saying.
Oh yeah, all three y'all clear.
Yeah.
Very clear.
Yeah.
And it's coming out real clear on the stream too on YouTube.
Is it?
That's
Well,
good.
that's good. Maybe I'll stick with this.
Yeah.
The cool thing I love about this is if one of us was on, like, you know how I might be on, I might not be on. But sometimes I
Right.
get on and I'm playing and Yella might be playing. He might be in the wing. But I can't talk to y'all if I'm not in the wing. So
Right, but you can hear.
on Steam I can talk. Yeah. Even though I'm not in the wing and doing my own thing, I can still talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
only
that's what I
problem we
like about
run into
Steam.
is like with Cody or someone like that who's only in through the game.
Say that again.
Cody.
It's like with Cody or one of the other guys that's only on in through. They're not on through Steam.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, all he has to do is get a Steam
Yeah.
account because Trace is
Yeah.
he's doing Trace while he's doing the duck. So
Y'all know I don't play Elite Dangerous with Steam. I play it through the launcher. And me and Lynn be talking to each other on Steam while I'm still playing Elite Dangerous through my launcher.
yeah,
Yeah, I just got my Steam client up in the background.
yeah, you need
Yeah,
to
that's
get a
what-
little
that's what I'm
closer to
doing.
your. Need to get
Yeah.
a little closer to your mic there.
Yeah.
You sound like you're in the
Yeah,
back
it
hall
sounded
talking to
like
somebody.
He was walking away from his phone.
Yeah.
Laptop.
He probably
and
was.
He probably
Yeah.
was. You know how I
Of
am.
course he was. He was working.
Yeah, he's working and talking, and we're just following him around the damn room like we know what the hell we're doing.
Yeah.
Where's he going now? I don't know. But yeah, and not only that, but if one of us crashes,
Yeah.
well, we haven't
it.
lost. Yeah, well, not only that, but we haven't
You can
lost
still talk.
communications. You can talk and tell them, "Hey, I'm over here," or "I crashed," or
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. As long as my entire PC doesn't lock up, yeah.
Yeah.
Which that
Yeah,
has
like you do.
happened, what, twice already to you?
A lot of times. Although it's gotten better since I got the new Razer application,
Mm.
because there's a Razer app that when you go into a game, unloads all non-game related executables
Oh, okay.
to free up as much memory and space on your graphics card as possible.
Uh,
And it hasn't crashed since I started running that.
Oh, okay.
I've had some yellow sidewinders or whatever, the elite specific stuff.
Yeah.
Orange.
I've had OBS Studio drop out its
Yep.
codecs a couple of times.
I'm just wondering if this is any easier on your computer not going through Elite.
It might be.
Because Joe and Jordan was telling, because he went through Discord, and he was talking about, because he had an older computer, and he said, I can talk to you on Discord and everything, but he said when we get in Elite and I start talking to you, he said everything gets choppy on the screen. So I'm just wondering if that doesn't have, because when we disconnected, everything went back to normal.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
it might be. Yeah, it might be Steam has a problem with its voice thing in that way.
No, we were talking on Steam.
Yeah.
Instead of
Right.
Elite.
Yeah.
But right, Elite may have a problem in its voice system.
Okay. All I know is that when we wing up with each other, we'll have to mute each other on Elite, or else we'll hear everybody's echo.
everybody, so what is? You hear everybody's what?
If
Echo.
we get echo, if we all are winged up, which we're not because we're all playing solo because of CG.
Yeah.
Oh no! If you ring up, all you got to do is just mute your mics on it, in game.
Right,
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. We have
what
to remember to
she's saying.
mute.
You can actually disable voice and wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the only problem is that if we've got somebody like Cody on there who won't be
Yeah.
in Steam.
Yeah. Right. We have to leave
he
his
don't
mic
ha-
open.
You don't have Steam?
I
No, he's
don't know
got
whether
Epic.
he does. He may be Epic.
Well, I don't know if it's
I-
open
No.
account with Steam or not.
Remember, you can still get Steam and just create an
Right.
account. You don't have to have
Yeah.
not one game in it.
Yep.
And
That's
create
true.
your
Well,
friends
that's
and
true.
everything.
That's true.
Because while we've been here talking, and I've been here on the computer at work, I didn't have Steam on my laptop just 10 minutes ago. I just
Yeah,
downloaded
it
it
don't
right
take
then.
long.
Okay.
Yeah, it don't
Yeah.
take long. But I like it because everybody's voices is so clear.
Oh yeah,
And you
can
don't
hear me
have
snore.
that.
Yeah, that's why Leah could hear me snore like I was next to her.
I actually thought you were an alien. I mean, if you could have seen me in this SRV looking around in the turret trying to see where the noise was coming from, I was like, what is that? What the hell is that sound? And then all of a sudden you went, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, it was me.
yeah. I was like, oh my God.
But just 2 nights before that night, I was over at my other computer, just downloading a movie. I was looking at the screen, and the only thing I know, next thing I bust my head up against the daggone desk, cause I fell asleep and went flying forward.
Bam!
I broke
Talking
a
about,
couple of keyboards doing that mess.
well, I guess the saying is actually true. It's not the fall that hurts, it's the sudden stop.
Yep.
I ain't lying. This is a sudden stop. Startled the heck out of you.
Alrighty, the last 300.
Are you out here on the planet?
No, I just turned in my last 300 unusual encrypted files.
Yeah, it takes forever to do that. So.
Oh, hell.
I'm almost
So does that
done.
make your first run?
That's it. That's
One run, an hour and a half, one run.
This is my second run.
well, technically two because I did the first one run I just did right to the
Plan.
the well to the Dio whatever
Yeah,
one that's
trader.
nearby, the trader.
Yeah.
And then I went back and finished filling up.
Okay.
And so between one run to the trader and a second run to fill, I now have in the top 25%
Woohoo! 900 million.
at 25.21 or 25,215 tons.
I take that back at 648 million.
648 million.
Yeah, but that's
So
going to be like 1.2 bill by the time this event's done.
We got 4 days, and they've crossed over tier 6.
Yep.
So it would not surprise me that this doesn't go to where top 10 commanders to get 4 billion.
Right. I don't think I'm going to make top 10 commanders, but tomorrow night I will undoubtedly be in the top 10%.
That's 1,400,000,000.
I think I'm going to go for the top 10 tomorrow. I'm going to make a run for it.
Yeah.
This road right here, this load right here that I'm loading up on, that I'm finishing, I already been to material trader, so when I fill up here, I'll go to Nano Man. This here will put me within 2,000 of being in the top 10 commanders.
Over at RIA, I've got 11,361, which puts me around the. Yeah, that's the top end of the top 25%. So that's good over there.
Yeah.
And that was in one run last night, or part of a run from last night.
Yeah. I'm sure glad that over there ain't popping as good as this one here, or we'd be running our dog legs off.
Yeah.
I'd have to choose one.
Yeah. But I'm watching it.
We never get to the top 10, but we would probably try to do top 10% on each, if that were the case.
If you could get comfortable in the middle of the top 10 commanders, and just continue to do 3 or 4 loads a day, I think you could stay there.
You think?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just got to get there and then get to the half point or above the half point, and then continue to do what you've been doing. Because there is so much of a gap between the top of the top 10 and the bottom of the top 10. There's lots of wiggle room.
Okay. I'm surprised.
I think, what is it, 222,000 is the high?
God damn it! That's insane.
Yeah, there's lots of wiggle room.
God. That's almost 100K wiggle room.
Yeah.
There's 90K wiggle room between the number 10 and number 1.
Right. So if you could get to the middle or the top 0.75% and hang that position, now if it starts narrowing,
then
you got a problem.
Worry. Yeah.
And now that we figure out how to make the most out of our load, I've got a shot to stay there.
So it's putting in 17,000 and change per night. I can get into the top 10%, but I'm never going to get into the top 10.
Yeah.
So, well, this one here will be my second load. And I put in 17, and I put in 17 here, so that's what is that, 34?
34.
And then if I do one more load, that's over.
That's 51.
Yeah.
I'm more awake tonight. Yes, I could do that kind of math in my head relatively quickly.
Well, last night, between carpal tunnels and going around in circles, my brain was kind of dizzy. But I just kept sitting there thinking, there's a way. They found a way. There's a way. There's no way that people can go out here and just do it like we're doing it and make those freaking numbers. There's no way. Because it doesn't matter what size ship. It doesn't matter your jump range. Well, I guess it would matter a little bit, but they could blow up here and go back. And still the numbers wasn't adding up. And it's like, how are they doing it? But I think last night that one we worked out, that's the most optimal one so far.
Yep.
You talking about how they turning in all these materials? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
How to gather them up and place them in that material. You tell it, Tracy, better than I am.
Basically, the speed at which this was going up indicated that somebody had found a loophole somehow.
Oh yeah. That's a lot of trading down they doing.
Trading down, yeah,
yes,
but not trading across.
They were trading across.
Right, but here's what they're doing. They're trading. They don't mean they're trading all of these different materials. They might be concentrated on the lowest one. Which one is the lowest one?
No, what
they're all tier 5. I mean, they're all
trading.
They're all tier 1
on the row.
Are they all grade 5?
Well, no, we're picking up all grade 5s, but the community goal is all for grade 1s.
Oh no! I take it back. We have a grade 5, a grade 4, a grade 3, and a grade 2.
Right.
That we turn in.
Okay. And the eases. Okay, these are all what? These are manufactured materials.
No,
it's data.
No, these are encoded.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, everybody's eating up Jameson.
Yep.
Yeah.
But when we first started,
solo.
When we first started, all we could pull out of Jameson was 2,000 to 4,000 a trip.
Yeah, because we were doing to do it faster. We were spreading across all 4 turn-ins.
Yeah.
Right, and we should have concentrated on. We should have concentrated on the one, and then a couple other ones just to empty out the bins. And now we got it from 4,000 to 17,770.
Mm-hmm. Every time you turn in.
Right.
Every time we turn in.
Which is about 2 hours for me.
Yeah.
Okay. These guys are doing it constantly, all day long.
Some people have time on their hands. Yeah.
The people who have 200,000, yeah. That's insane.
Oh yeah.
Either that or they knew the trick before we did.
Mm-hmm.
If I'd have known the trick the first night we started out, I could have been up there close to 200,000, just with what I've done.
Or
right, because you get all your materials and then you trade them all down.
Yeah.
Or
straight in the line.
Huh?
Straight in the line.
Straight in the line.
Straight line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you stay in the same type. But
getting close. 79,461.
If Isidore hadn't been nerfed, Isidore would have been the place that everybody was going.
Yeah,
okay.
That gives mostly 5s and 4s.
Mostly 5s and 4s and across a broad spectrum in a very short period of time when it was working. It was far more, maybe 5 times more efficient than the Jameson site.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the fact you should just keep on going and fill up everything. Not just the one row.
Now that's where I would see that the carrier could come in good. You stop at Isidore, fill up what you can there. Come to Jameson, fill up what you can there, and then go. Yeah, you could do it. But the first night, because I was loaded with data all the way across all four or five columns, all the way across from grade 1 to 5, they were all full. I turned in 10,000 at point A or Nanoman, and then 13,000 over at the other one.
Over at Rhea, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last night, I between what I had on me and what I farmed last night, I've had 8,000 at Nanomam and 11,000 and change at Rhea.
Damn near 20,000, yeah.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. If someone drops just one piece of data in here in this CG, they'll get 7 mil. That's insane.
That's funny.
That's the reason why I told you guys that Odyssey must be really, 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 really broke. And they're trying to keep us pacified in Horizons.
I kind of really wanted to go to Odyssey too, but hey, not anymore. I'm fine here, making billions.
See you May 19th.
Yep.
Well, no, I'm probably not going in when it comes out.
Well,
I'm going to wait at least a
go
week.
in and I'll tell
you know as well as you know what I meant.
Yeah, that's when
I'll think about going in.
Yeah.
I may wait a week. I may wait a month, but I'm not going to go deal with all the initial bugs that thing is going to have.
If there's a problem, we could always come back to Horizons. I mean, it's not like once we install Odyssey, we're stuck with Odyssey. No, they're separate entities.
Yep.
It still don't matter.
Yeah.
If you download Odyssey, whatever your character is what it's going to be. So you might as well beef this character up before you go to Odyssey.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Well, we got to do a character creation again?
No.
Well,
no,
but I don't think after it's said and done, when you launch into Odyssey, what you do in Horizons after that won't have any bearing on Odyssey.
No, it will.
Okay.
It's a consistent save file. Like how it was with Horizons. You didn't need to.
Yeah.
You could switch between each of them, and it doesn't corrupt your save file or anything. Doesn't require a second save file. Nothing. It's just you won't have access to the stuff you unlocked in Horizons if you went to basic base elite. And you'll only get it back once you go back into Horizons. It's still in the save file. It's still there.
That's all wonderful. That's all wonderful, but we all know that what Elite plans doesn't always come to fruition.
Well, they've committed to it being the same database.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing like Lynn, that we got Elite Dangerous, and then we got Elite Dangerous Horizons. I can log into either one, and everything's the same except one of them I can't land on planets, and one of them I can.
Well, you guys have got one better than me, because when I do that, I have a choice of Elite of Dangerous Horizons, Elite of Dangerous Odyssey, the Arena, and Combat.
Yeah, I remember you.
That's all I got.
I remember you saying that.
Well, now Elite and Horizons are the same game because they combine them.
That's true. But still on my launcher, it says Elite Dangerous Vanilla.
Yeah,
it's
same here.
Horizons.
Yeah, it's yeah, I know. On the Steam launcher, it says that.
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I got stuck on a planet one time, Lynn.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. You logged in the other one and got off of it.
Yeah. On the in the SRV, I got stuck.
That's how
I could not get out this canyon I was in.
That's how people bypass all the Horizon bugs. If they hit a bug, they just step into base elite, load in base elite, and they're in orbit all of a sudden.
Well, the problem is that I don't have Elite Vanilla.
Yeah. And the SRV was all in the bay and everything. Because I was stuck in a canyon on a planet way out there, and it was like I could not get out of it.
Uh,
So I logged out and logged back into regular Elite Dangerous, and then I spawned it out from space. And then I logged out and logged back in. Now back in Horizons, except I was on my ship and my SRV was in the bay.
I had a friend of mine get her SRV stuck in a canyon, and her husband had an anaconda, and he flew down in the canyon, and she jumped on the top of it, and then he just eased her up until she got close enough to where she could boost to the bank.
Oh, that was great.
That's cool.
That's what I call immersion there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The canyon I got stuck in, I was on Distant World too. And,
no.
Oh yeah, I was out there, and
You probably run around there with Trace then.
I laid it down on a pretty planet, and I was riding around in the dark, and I had my headlights on, but I didn't have my night vision on.
Yeah.
Oops.
And I was getting it, and the ground was just as smooth, and all of a sudden I went off a cliff. And I was like, "Oh shoot!"
Wait, where did
I
the
went
ground go?
just. Yeah, I went right into a canyon, and I was like, and I felt like I was falling forever before I hit the bottom of it. And I was like, "Oh crap! I have to get out of here."
The terrain, the Odyssey change, it's going to end up deleting it, but I actually found a canyon. I have it bookmarked that goes all the way to the core of the planet. It's insane.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's crazy deep.
Oh man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Odyssey terrain changes will reset all the terrain, so that's gone. But maybe it's going to make it's going to make more interesting places pop up more commonly.
Yeah.
Well, we can hope. I mean, hell, the engineer bases didn't even render right. Their landing pads are underneath the ground.
Yeah, Odyssey's gonna change some stuff. Everybody got to go back. I think we have to go out and find everything back over again.
No,
well, yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm making sure that before I leave Horizons, I'm full.
Yeah, they were saying Jameson might be different. Dav's Hope gonna still be on. All of them will still be on the same planets. It's just the terrain is gonna be different.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I heard. They're all going to be on the same planets and generally in the same area, but they might be slightly moved around because of the terrain changes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like another planet.
No.
I gotta go find it. Crash
Elite doesn't make things end up like on the totally different place, like how you they don't pull a you, they don't pull a Lin, where they.
Excuse me, the engineer bases in Alpha is under the ground where you cannot get to them.
Yes, they're bugged, but they're in the same spot basically.
Well, there's lots of things that's not in the same spot because a lot of commanders have gone out there looking in the bubble that they got us stuck in that they know where stuff is, and it's not there no more.
Well, anyway.
What are we, a quarter of the way to tier 7?
Not
yeah,
even,
something like that.
Like 10 or 15%.
Well, just looking at the line is what I'm going by. It looks like it's about a quarter.
Like 10 or 15%. It looks like to me.
Wait a minute, did they add tiers?
Yeah,
they added tiers.
They added lots of tiers. There were only 5 tiers originally.
If they hadn't, we'd have had this thing finished yesterday.
Yep.
So I guess everybody caught them so fast they went on and expanded them.
Yep.
Yeah. Sadly. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to do something
more
else.
Credits. This does mean more credits.
Well, I actually would rather it was over and be able to go off and continue with the Guardian stuff we were doing.
Well, we have the rest of the month to do that. So I'm not.
Well,
in a
no,
hurry.
they'll come up with something else. They come up with a
Yes.
new one every
Yeah,
week.
that's true. That's something I don't like. Give us some breathing room between CGs. God damn it.
I
It's
think
like,
they just did this because their Phase 4 and Odyssey screwed up. And so they wanted to pacify us and keep us busy doing something else while they tried to fix the problem. Because, I mean, Obsidian Ant, Astro, Exigeous, Hawks, Burr Pit, Plater, they're not making the videos they once was on Odyssey. They backed plumb out of it and did something else.
yep.
Mhm.
And how do you take the commander's attention off of Odyssey?
Yeah.
Put a CG where they can make $1 billion or $2 billion credits by just gathering data,
Yeah.
and that basically did it. It's like
Yep,
a laser
everybody went-
light. It's like a laser light with a cat.
Yep.
Everybody went bye-bye. Yep, everybody went bye-bye to Odyssey.
Uh-huh.
I really like
At
what they
any
did with the
rate.
flat cannons.
If
Anyway,
oh, go on, Chris.
I'm well past my bedtime. I have to get up at a reasonable hour tomorrow to continue working on the house. So
Sunday.
I'm actually going to call it here.
Okay.
Lucky
Well,
you.
I can't work. Yeah, I can't work on the house during the week.
Yeah, that's
'cause
true.
I'm working
Yep.
for work all day
Yep.
long. I'm not retired. I work for a living.
I wonder what time is Lynn.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll pick this up here tomorrow night, 8 p.m. as usual. For those of you who came along on the stream tonight, it was great having you all along. Camille, thank you for joining us in. Joining us in the chat.
Hi, Camille.
Yes, Camille. I
Yeah,
must
he
have been
jumped.
going around and around and around and didn't see him.
No, he popped in right near the beginning.
Really?
I think he's been. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Camille.
I said hi to him when he came on.
Oh, I didn't hear you say hi.
I don't think you were in the voice
Oh,
chat
we were
yet.
in stream. Or we were in Steam, excuse me. That's the reason why we didn't hear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In any case, and Anthony, thank you for joining us both in the regular chat and in the voice channel.
Okay.
I may actually have to put up a Discord channel. That would be funny to have a Discord voice channel. Who
Well,
knows
that
who
way
would
we
jump
can
in.
share. You can share your screens. You know, the ones that don't YouTube, you can share your screens and show them what you're looking at.
Mm.
It depends
I'll
on
have
whether
to-
your computer can run it or not at the same time as
Yeah, I
everything
and-
else.
don't think his computer's going to be able to run all these chats at the same time and
Trace?
delete.
Didn't you run Discord, Elite, and your YouTube channel when we were going to Colonia?
The Discord is running on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
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 Never mind the fact he uses the eye tractor, he's running OBS, he's doing all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was doing the same thing when we were going to Colonia. I remember him
Yeah.
being on Discord too. So
Yeah, and it's just Discord is running on. I've got the network bandwidth. I've got a gigabyte network here,
yeah.
and
Just
I've got a 50 megabyte connection. So
Yeah.
Okay.
it's just the graphics card on this computer just can't quite handle all of that. Need an upgrade.
I think you need a whole
Ex-
new computer at this point.
Well, if I get an upgraded graphics card, it can't go in this computer.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Plus, I've been having some BIOS and memory problems on this
Ah,
computer anyway. So
yeah.
I'm overdue for a new one. Yeah, I figured you'd still be here. You usually stick around the whole night, Camille, and I do appreciate that.
Yes. And I apologize for not saying hello, Camille.
Yeah, sorry, Camille.
Hello,
At any
Camille.
rate, thank you guys for joining me in the internal chat. I would say wing, except we were all in solo tonight. Pseudo wing.
Skipland.
So, pick this up again. Hopefully, I'll be closer to the regular 8 o'clock time. Depends on what happens in real life and how quickly I can get down out of the attic and washed up, because I don't want to be sitting in my chair with fiberglass sticking in me all night long.
No.
So we'll pick this up again, 8 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night, right back here in the Community Goal. That's all for now. This is Trice Majestus, flying as Commander McDufftar Queen, signing out. Anyway, there, type that in stream. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you very much for
Okay,
coming.
Alrighty.
see you. Now, how
And
do
have a
I?
good night.
Good night. I'm going to be going.
How do you
to,
what?
How do I get out of this voice chat?
There's a,
Well,
there's a
you
little
go
circle
to,
down there by your mic.
Yeah, it says, it'll say leave voice channel, but it's in the
Yep.
little steam box that you can see all of our names.
Okay, yeah, I think I see it. Okay, see you
Yeah.
guys.
Hey, I'm
All right,
hanging
man.
around. I gotta sell junk.
Think that's it. Okay, thanks for everyone. Thanks anyone who's watching. We got pretty far today. Got nearly 80K. Got to nearly 80K. Yeah, 79,000. Top 10%. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get to top 10 commanders. We'll continue this tomorrow then. Perhaps all day. I don't know if I'll be streaming all day though. Probably not. But if I don't stream for most of the day, we'll pick this up at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, bye.